Keen as?
Oh, it's awesome. Just been awesome. We've already seen the testing day.
We've seen the first testing day last night. We saw a little bit of the action, and I think while we were doing our live show last night, there was a 3-second pass.
Yeah, Australian record breaker.
Yeah.
394, I think it was.
Yeah, how good was that? We completely missed it. Like, we were doing our live show, we actually saw it and it didn't click, what we just seen. So until afterwards, and we're watching like, oh man, that was a 3-second pass.
Yeah.
So there should be heaps more action. We've got the grudge racing tonight. So this is the first day of racing with the grudge racing, right? We've got testing on now.
From 6 o'clock, the grudge racing starts. So.
Yeah, so we'll bring you a bit of the action, and let's go and have a chat to some people out there and see what's going on at Qd.
Yeah, let's do it.
So how you going? You've made the trip over from WA. You've got 2 cars over here for the team?
Yep, we've got the black GTO and now we've got this one. This one was maybe 6 weeks ago we decided to put this bad boy together. And so we've pushed it and we've made it happen. Everyone's just busted themselves, but everyone's put in the effort and we finally got here. We did all the rear end work. Eddie and Tony and everyone from Actives Automotives, they sorted out all the engine, gearbox, all that sort of thing. So we got all the chassis sorted, got it back to them. They put it all back together, and then it was just a final push.
Yeah, right. And did you have a test last night?
So we managed to do one run that wasn't. It's that thing in drag racing, isn't it? Where if one thing falls, we've been trying to change a lot of things throughout the car just to make sure that we're from the start onto it.
Yep.
And in doing so, it's caused other things to unfold, but that's why you've got the couple of test days. We managed to do one in Perth, got a few little gremlins sorted, but we'll get there.
And the black one, how did it run?
It went okay, but we're in the same thing. We changed some fuel injectors, and that's caused another Pandora's box and things. So what we're doing is we're bringing everything back to what we know, where we knew it worked, and from there we're going to try and keep cruising on. But we've got flex plate issues at the moment, so we'll get this down the track and try and juggle between them.
And then go from there.
Yeah.
No worries. All right. Well, we'll keep an eye on you all weekend.
Lovely.
Maybe touch base and see how you're going later in the weekend.
Too easy.
Thank you. G'day Kurt, we're here from Overtaking Lane, mate, and I'd like to learn a little bit about what goes into the prep on this track, because you've come all the way from America.
Yeah.
And they've flown you out here, I believe, to do some prep on this track.
Yeah.
Mate, what goes into it, and what's different to a normal drag race, mate?
All right, that's probably let's start with what's different.
Yeah.
So obviously you got slicks and you got radials. So a slick tire has a lot of sidewall on it, real flexible. Radials do not. They have a very stiff sidewall. Slicks grow, radials don't.
Yep.
So those are the two biggest differences in the tires. A slick tire wants to spin. You have to spin a slick. Even though your car's hooking up and you can feel it inside, a slick is spinning.
Yep.
And you control that with wheelie bar, torque converter, clutch, timing, how much your spin is and how fast your spin goes to a full hookup. With radials, there is no spin. If a radial tire spins, it spins. There's very little saving it.
Right.
So, to combat that, the rubber on a radial track is much, much thinner, probably a 32nd of an inch, and that, especially in the daytime, because the main thing is we're putting so much glue on these things. Probably 4 or 5 times the amount of glue that you put on a slick track.
Right.
And I guess these guys probably spent $14,000 in glue this weekend.
Wow, that's amazing, isn't
yeah.
it?
And so you'll also see us out there scraping it some to get, whenever you have glue and heat, it kind of creates slime, and it's you can't hook up on that.
Right.
And so we need the glue, but we can't have the slime. So we'll go out and we'll scrape it every now and then. We'll just take the top layer off and keep it thin. That's also why you see them when they do their burnouts. You have your funny cars and top fuel cars, they'll do the big long burnouts.
Yeah.
We don't do that here. The rubber is so thin and there's so much glue on top of it. You do your burnout back here in the rear part of the lanes, get your tires clean, warm, and then you just roll out. You chop the throttle early.
You don't want to go over the start line at all with your burnout at all.
No,
That's
not under
awesome.
power.
Yep.
But just roll through it and you'll see these tires leave a nice path of rubber.
Yep.
Back up on that rubber and let it go.
Yeah, okay.
And, so that's kind of the biggest difference. It takes a whole lot of rotating. They built a rotator here. We licensed a company, Aldridge,
Yep.
to build our equipment here.
And that's brand new, and then we've got a spray rig
Yeah,
as well.
I mean, look at this spray rig. This thing is...
This is brand new?
Yeah, it's brand new. This is, and I'm not just saying it. Justin Simpson and Clint here built it. This is the nicest spray rig in the world, not the country, the world.
Because you've done some big events. Well, you do big, massive
Yeah,
events,
we do
don't you?
big ones, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm at pretty much all the big ones.
Yeah, right.
And this is nice. You guys, I'm not sure you, I'm not saying it like that, but I'm not sure you know what you got here, because these guys are wholehearted. They built a $30,000 rotator. This thing was probably, who knows how much. I think they had to call NASA to license it.
Yeah, right. Probably. And what do you think of this series out here in Australia? Have you enjoyed yourself so far?
Absolutely. I mean, there again, this is what I do for a living. I'm at races every weekend. I've got several crews. We're doing 3 races this weekend around the world. This is the most fun I've had doing radial racing in 5 years.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a kick. The Australian people are so nice, so friendly, and God, I can't wait to come back down here.
And what do you say to anyone thinking about getting out there and having a bit of a go on the track? Do they get out and have a crack at a radial?
Absolutely. I mean, radial racing to me is just kind of where it's at. It becomes a tuner's race. It's not just throw it at it and go. You got to finesse.
Yeah.
And so you got to use this up here more than that.
Yeah.
And you know, there's a lot of keyboard tuning, and it's just it's a chess game, and it's so fun. You'll see them out here today. There's guys that are going to struggle because we're warm. Radials and heat are very difficult.
Right.
Where a slick tire, it's no big deal to run in 150-degree track temperature. They like it. You know, you can get that controlled spin. Out here, you can't do that. You got to tiptoe.
Completely different game.
Yeah, like during the day, you probably won't see those. You know, we had quite a few 3-second runs last night. You're probably not going to see that during the day because they're going to have to go point A, point B, take it real nice and easy, get it down to the track and get a wind light.
Yeah.
And if you spin the tires, you're not going to get a wind light. So they're going to play smart. As we go into the evening, watch out.
When we cool down, it's
We're
all
going to go fast.
That's excellent.
Yeah.
And just one last thing, I guess. We talk about the prep on the track. There was a massive amount of prep on the track before we had anyone out here, wasn't there?
Sure.
You've scraped all the rubber off,
Yes.
right?
Took it all off. We put it back on, and that helps it adhere to the concrete better. It's fresh, live rubber. They call this, I'm not being a smartass, they call this track prep for a reason, because it's preparation.
Yeah.
You come out, you totally remove the track, put a new racetrack in. You do that almost every day.
Wow.
And so it takes a lot of preparation. It's not just come out and spray the track and go.
And you're watching really closely every run. You're looking at what's going on, if there's any damage to the track, minute, right?
Yeah, because we're so thin on the rubber. When a car spins the tires, it takes the rubber down to the concrete, and then you don't have any adhesion for the next car. So you'll see us out here jumping out and filling those with heat and rubber from back here. The track prep's gone to such a level now that I don't want to say it's difficult to watch because it's exciting, but we're out there working on the track a lot.
Well, I'm glad that we were able to catch you now because I know it's about to start and you're going to be full on for the next, 12 hours?
12 hours, and
If
then
not
we're done
more.
and we'll go drink some beer.
Sounds good. Mate, thank you.
Thanks for everything.
No worries.
Come
Thanks
on,
for being out here.
Let's have fun.
Done deal. So you're out here to have a run in your XB. We came over because we were impressed by your Chev tow car.
Yeah.
But
It sort of outshines the B a little bit.
it does. But how are you going to go? Is this your first test hit today?
Yeah, first hit today. We're just running on unleaded fuel, so we're looking for a tune on unleaded.
Right.
We run last Kenda.
Yep.
We're about equal fifth, I think, in the points. So,
Right. Oh, good.
so we're at the top end, so we just need to be consistent and pull some good times. So, yeah.
So you just be testing, tuning this
Yeah,
afternoon.
test and tune this afternoon, read the plugs, see how they're looking, see how it's working.
And then get ready for tomorrow.
Straight to the park tomorrow.
Yeah, no worries. We'll keep an eye out. We'll watch
Yeah,
you.
no, we'll have fun. We'll have the wheels up.
No worries. Thanks for having a chat.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you.
Mate, twin turbo Hemi in this ute.
Yeah, mate.
It's pretty sick.
Got a bit of steam, yeah.
Yeah,
Got a
but
bit
you've
of steam.
had a few problems. So.
Had a few issues. Broke the diff on Thursday, fixed it last night, put the diff back in the car this morning. Made one hit, didn't leave the start line, but we're here now. We're going to run what we've rung and see what we can do.
You're still in with a chance for $5 grand,
That's
eh?
it, mate. Yeah, 100%.
What do you think of this Kenda event?
I love the Kenda event. It's really good. Like radial racing is just taken off here in Australia. It's a really exciting form of racing. It's the type of racing that everyone can come and do.
Yep.
The thing I love about it is they still look like a car. You know, you get your funny cars, you get all that sort of stuff. You know, they just don't look like a car. You got a lot of street-looking cars here, so it's a good time.
It's a pretty cool event.
Yeah,
and,
really
late
cool.
night, after last night.
Yeah, definitely. So see what we can do, roll out and have a good time. That's what we're here for.
No worries. Well, good luck tonight.
Thanks, mate. Appreciate it.
You're out here in the Mustang?
Yep.
Yeah, so, and you've, who have you drawn tonight?
We've got Wade Wagstaff, so Wade just went 390 last run, so yeah, we'll see if we can give him a run this run.
And how did you feel with the testing today? How'd it go?
Still a new combo, only 7-8 passes in, so we're still learning a few things and making adjustments on the run, and we backed around from the last run within 30 minutes, so we haven't had a chance to change too much, but a few little adjustments, so hopefully we can stick it and give him a bit of a run. So.
And what do you think of this event, this grudge
awesome,
racing?
Mate. Awesome, yeah. Used to really enjoy the lights out stuff
Yep.
that we used to run here. Hasn't been on for a while, so it's the first one back like this, so really enjoy it. I enjoy it more when my car's working better. So.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, good luck, mate. Thank you. Thanks
No
for
worries.
talking to us.
Thanks, boys. Cheers.
See. 10 o'clock drivers briefing.
All the eyes are on you this weekend so far.
Apparently.
No pressure.
No. See how we go. Can only try.
And look, this is a great car. Look, just having a look at this thing. When you sort of see it from the stands and you have a look, like you look at the paint work that's been done on it, it just looks like a normal old 57 Chev running out there with a bit of changes, but it's all airbrushed on. There's a bit of work going into it, eh?
Yeah, no, it works well, and I mean, we've had it on 10.5 tyre, big tyre, and now the radial, and yeah, it seems to be a pretty happy car all around, so
Yeah, right. And
That's good.
You did a stint in the States with it as well a little while ago?
Yeah, so it's pretty much identical as we raced it over there. Just obviously power management a bit different. So yeah, we went 379 over there. Yeah, hopefully the track comes around here and we can try and match it.
All right. Good luck.
Thank you.
Hey, Overtakers, how you going? We've got Ben Bray here with us. He's having a ball out here. What do you reckon?
Yeah, so far so good. What have we got? 3 runs left, so the 200 still available. Still got to try and catch Wagstaff's 82, which I don't think's possible.
Yeah.
But hey, I'm still here. I'm enjoying it, and I'm smiling.
And that last run, you weren't too far off the 200, were you?
No, 198. So you know we tricked it up a little bit. I put a little bit of wing on the back of it because it started to move a bit. I'm going to go for it, I won't lie, but if it's there, it's there. If it's not, it's not. So there's like 20 cars here that can do it. So one of us is going to get it tonight, I can guarantee you that.
Yeah.
And I'd probably say this blue thing in the background, Sean Hale, he's probably got the best bet right now.
Yeah, righto. There you go.
He's
There's
only
the tip.
5 mile an hour off.
There's the tip. So, what do you reckon, Kenda again next year? We're going to bring another door?
Probably bring 2 of them out.
Bring 2?
Dad reckons that he wants to have a crack. He was a bit nervous at the start, but he says that I've sort of sorted the car out enough that he feels comfortable to come and do it. So why not?
Mate, that was great. Look, it's a real crowd pleaser, and we appreciate you bringing it out here and showing everyone.
No, thanks for having me.
We've had a live feed going, and everyone's calling on the live feed, wondering when you're coming out next. So
no, well, that's good. Thanks to all the fans. Enjoy it. Thanks to you guys for live feeding it so everyone can watch it, and hopefully next year we come back with something bigger, badder.
Perfect. Thank you, mate.
Thank you.
Guys, we've got Terry Sang here from all the way from Paramount Performance from Toowoomba. Always down here at the track though, aren't you?
Yeah, I live here for most weekends.
Neat. Are you running 2 cars today?
I was trying to run my car as well as Kyle's, but we thrashed to get it done. We literally finished it last night, and we're having some dramas with some throttle bodies, so that's it for it today now. So
yeah, okay. Now, I saw you run 199 mile an hour.
Yeah.
You're pretty close.
Yeah.
We're trying to crack that 200, obviously.
I reckon it's here right now.
Temperature's dropping. This is
it, and there's 4 cars capable.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we're the 4th car. The other 3 are in front of us. But
was there a big
so
tussle?
we'll see what
who
happens.
could get up there first? Was there?
Oh, everyone was rushing around here. We got held up as we were towing around. There was a car loading, and we had to turn around and go back. And anyway, that's right. That's how it happens. But hey, you still got to do it.
Yeah.
It's still got to be done.
We've just got to wait and see. It could still be
Potential's
an
there.
offer.
It's right there now.
Nah,
for sure.
Well, there's a lot of people been on the live feed as well. You're well known out there. So, yeah, it's great to see you and great you come along and have a chat to us.
Yeah.
So, really
No
appreciate
worries.
it. Thanks, Terry.
Cheers.
Here we are. We're back with him. He's just done it.
You know
Cracked
what?
it.
I'm sorry I lied. I did say Hale was going to do it, and I really wish he did. Them guys have worked very hard to do it. All these guys here have. But the credit to them all. They were all in the break area. They all hugged me. They celebrated with me. It was really joyful. Mum and Dad are here. Everyone's crying. The kids, the wife, everyone's having a good time. And don't know if you can see it, but that's the time card there.
Check it out.
So 396, 201. That's the first 200. And I tell you now, Grubby gave me a pretty good drag race. He left me for dead on the start line, and I had to drive around him. So what can I say? The Kendra, Justin, and Scott for the event they've put on, man. It's ecstatic. All my sponsors have been a dream, and here we are having a good time.
Good on you, mate. Congratulations.
Thank you, guys.
Enjoy it.
Talk to you soon. Sorry guys, I'll give 2 seconds. Thanks to Justin and Scott. Awesome event, everybody involved in it. It's great. Thanks a lot for having me. I've had just an awesome weekend. Everybody that's helped me, it's been amazing. It's been great fun. My family, Dad for letting me cut the car up and have some fun in it. Outside of that, Willowbank, everyone, the girls for standing around all day, the wife for putting up with me, and hopefully next time I can make the final and do a bit better.
Good on you, Benny Brown.
Kenda, what do you reckon?
What a weekend it was.
It's all,
It's awesome.
It's all over. We're back here now editing, and wow, there's a bit there to get through, isn't there?
Yeah, there is. It's taken some time.
Yeah, we've had quite a few events to do as well on top of this, but
we had like what 8 or 9 interviews or something like that. I think it was like 20 minutes of footage that was just interviews.
yeah, it's pretty cool. Trying to find some room to put some cars in there as well, and hopefully keep you engaged. I hope you've stuck through to the end.
Yeah.
Appreciate it if you have, because yeah, that's what it's all about. We try and do our best to bring you enough to keep you engaged for however long it takes to get through all that.
Mm-hmm.
And we had fun.
Yeah, we did. It was a lot of fun. Awesome event. Thanks to Scott and Justin for organising it all and inviting us out there.
Yeah, big thanks to everyone involved with Kenda. Dave Reed as well on Point Media.
Yeah,
that was he's always awesome and looks after us while we're out there. And just the whole drag racing community.
Yeah,
I got to say, one big family out there, especially at that radial event. It was
it was.
It was cool. Everyone was really welcoming to us and helped us learn a lot.
Yeah, yeah, and thanks to Kurt as well for taking the time to talk to us about all the track prep. I know he had a pretty busy weekend there, but he had a lot of fun too.
Yeah, he did. He said it was a great event. He really enjoyed it. And, we learnt so much.
Yeah.
We really did.
Yeah.
No, I reckon... What do you think?
I think we'll definitely get out there again.
Do you think it was one of the best events we've been to?
I think it is the best event we've been to this year.
Yeah, definitely at the top of the pile, that's for sure. So maybe the other round of Kenda I went to was up there as well.
Yeah, I wasn't there then.
So radial racing, guys, got to get out there and check it out. It's great, and pop out to the pits and say good day to the guys. You know, when they're not flat out busy working on the cars.
Yeah.
Because they're more than welcome to explain a little bit about what they do and a bit about their cars. It's pretty cool.
But if you like the video and you want to see more, make sure you hit subscribe. Hit the bell as well. It's an important one. That way you're getting notified when we upload a new video.
Yeah, because we do a lot of other stuff as well. It's not just the car meets or the drag meets. It's also there's a live show every Thursday night, which is more about car news, what's in the news for the week and what's on. Then what else we got? We got all the live from the events as well.
Yeah.
So we're out at drag racing. We'll try and bring you some free live action and or wherever we are. So be sure to hit that notification so you don't miss out.
Yeah, and another important one is hit like as well. Hit the thumbs up button if you like the video. That's the main thing. Share it out with all your friends and family.
And just keep watching.
Yeah, that's the main thing. And comment, what was your favourite car? So
all
we'll
right.
see you in the next one.
Stay on the right line.
We have no video.
Oh. Have you broken it?
Apparently so.
What have you done? You tested the audio tonight.
Yeah, I didn't test the video, did I?
What are you doing? We can't let Tyler touch anything. He's broken it all. I don't know, but we'll hopefully pop up on your screen any time now. But if you're in the podcast, this is just normal, right? So
that it is.
Nothing different here. What have you done, mate? What have you done?
I don't actually know why it's not there, to be honest.
Is it plugged in? You do have it plugged in, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good
Still
thing.
detecting it, so.
Fix that up, Tyler. Fix it up and get us on the screen. I got nothing. I can't even put anything up. Oh, there's something.
That's the HD webcam.
Oh.
There we go.
Woo! There we are. Fixed it. Here we are. We are here. It's just a comedy of errors on this show. But we are here. And he's the sober one, right? The sober one controls everything. I don't know what's going on there. I do look good in the dark. I do pretty well. There you go. There's a few comments. You better say some g'days, mate. Say hello to a few people.
We got Dave H in the chat. He was first today.
He's a good guy.
And James Bayliss.
I love that guy.
Sally H. Lynn H. Grant. G'day, Grant. Love the new shed.
Yes. It's good. It's good.
Beck, Chris Young. Scrolling through. Dang Dang. Saw Adam Geary before. How you going, Adam? Dave Ray.
Dave O.
Paige.
O. Holden.
Keep going through.
Is that it? Come on. You done yet?
There's a lot of comments, a lot of chat tonight. Skid Pig, how you going?
There
Johnny?
wasn't that many of us in there.
And just a lot of comments from the same few people.
Well, we've got about 33 here now. So I hope you've done 33. There's Stephen, my cousin. Hey, Cuzzy.
Matty Crick.
Ray.
Brendan
G'day.
South. The Hoff. Dave, you
The
and me
Hoff's
can
here.
be... He says, Dave, you and me can be friends.
He's probably talking to the other Dave.
Rob JRM, how you going? Viewing tonight's show from the workshop. Still have cars to finish off for the year, so burning the midnight oil.
Yep. A lot of people trying to push to get stuff done to try and have a Christmas break. Very cool, Rob, that you've still got the show on in the background. Yeah, Johnny says I'm celebrating for the new shed.
Very good.
Carport shed. So it's getting there.
Chevelle Salas. G'day there,
G'day, Chevelle.
fellas. Looking forward to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good to see you commenting, Chevelle.
G'day, Brad. Just got home in time.
Good job, mate. Big day. And I don't know, my chat's not even up to date. What's going on there? I've actually got the chat up. I've worked it out. But it's not up to date. But it's all good.
It looks up to date to me.
No, it's all right. I just missed stuff. You were just reading back somewhere.
Yeah.
It is Thursday. That means we've got some car news for you guys. We've got all the Overtaking Lane news, and you get to, watch me at beer o'clock and hassle Tyler.
Ever.
Aye?
I don't think he's ever hassled me.
Not at all. He loves it.
Not once.
Look, loves it. No, we're just hanging out. The shed's going well. We've got the shed built. We've been doing a bit of recording, so there's a couple of videos we'll make out of that. But we've got a lot of content at the moment, so we've probably never been in the position that we've actually had a lot of content, right, Tyler? What do you reckon? We're usually we've got to go film something this weekend, so we've got a video for Tuesday.
We're usually maybe just 2 weeks ahead at most. Like, that's the most I think we've ever been ahead.
Yeah.
Now it's something like 11 weeks ahead.
We got enough content to get us through to February.
Mm.
So yeah, there's plenty on. So if you want us to come out and film any events, you do need to get in touch with us because there's only so much we can cover. We've still got like Yank Tanks from the start of last month.
Yeah.
Like the start of November, we went and filmed Yank Tanks. Mm-hmm. And we haven't released that yet.
Yeah, we were expecting to release that in maybe like a couple of weeks after that.
Yeah. But we haven't got that out. We've still got HJ videos to go, so we've still got the update on the finalisation of the interior of that. We've got a couple of videos on the shed build. We have Street Machine Drag Challenge as well. There's 2 or 3 videos in that.
Mm-hmm. 3 videos.
There's 3 videos of Street Machine Drag Challenge.
I believe.
We'll see how much content we've got. I think we've got plenty of content.
Mm-hmm.
What else have we got there, mate?
Nicolate.
We went to an event.
You got Fridays.
Fridays. There's
MTAQ
another big one.
videos. You got the 2 shed videos. You got a HJ update.
Yeah. We've got heaps. We've got so much content at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
We did get a message the other night. Did you see there was a message? Someone asked us if we would come along to an event on the 20th.
I did see that, I think. I don't remember.
Still
Burnouts, Roy Ferntorp. How you going?
I'll look that up.
What up, G?
What up?
In the chat. What up, G? Says bring on Jambo boys.
What up? Yeah, wow, Jamboree. When's Jamboree?
I have no
It
idea.
seems like forever that we went to did the video out at Jamboree. Man, that was so long ago, wasn't it? I'm just
Matty
looking
Crick
for...
says come to Sydney. Reaper Lux.
I think we do need to get to some other states as well, right? Across 2021, as things open up, I'm actually pretty keen to do that. And thanks to, there's some donations coming through and things like that, and the support with now that we've got the Schumacher brand, which we are fully behind, like 100%. We use this shit, right? Don't think that we put stuff out there that just to make money. We use this stuff, so we test it out. We've tried other products as well for our website and just went, no, I don't think it's very good. So, and we've not put them up there. But we do put up what we do use. And, those things help us. And I think we might be able to fund a few trips interstate next year, whether it be, we've got Rocky Nats.
Yeah.
I did the entry to Rocky Nats the other night.
I did see that, yeah.
See the email come through? Mm-hmm. We've got the HJ entered.
I actually don't think I saw the email. I think I saw it come into Discord.
Oh, right. Yeah. Get on Discord. There's a shout out for Discord. So, yeah, we've got Rocky Nats. So that helped pay to get us, at least the entry into Rocky Nats. There's $100 and something bucks for one car. But we've got things like Motorex. We can talk to Street Machine, Summer Nuts, and see if we can get to the New Year's one. Maybe we can get some sort of media pass or something for that. We've got instead of Summer Nuts, what have we got on? This Summer Slam?
Yep.
Is that what it's called?
I think so.
I'd like to check that out. I've got to find this.
G'day, Mad Dad.
I got messaged about.
Stephen Lever. Hi, it's Steve from the Rust and Chrome Cruisers.
That's who I was looking for the message from.
Mark Biffin. Marv, how you going? Jay-Z Life.
G'day, Mark. Jay-Z, Liam, how are you? Here's Stephen's message. That's a comment. That's not... So Stephen, he messaged us the other night and said that they've got an event on Rust and Chrome Cruisers are having a show on Sunday the 20th of this month at Brackenridge Tavern. So Sunday, I reckon one thing we want to do is still get out and enjoy some events, right? Regardless of, one thing that we've always done every weekend, we're filming, and we don't often get to go and enjoy an event. Not that we don't enjoy it, we actually love doing what we do.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes you just want to go and chill and actually talk to people. We have people come up to us all the time, but you're thinking about, I've got to go film this, I've got to get an interview still, and you don't give them all your attention. And I feel a bit snobbish sometimes when people come up and talk because of that. So I do like to be able to still go to an event occasionally and just enjoy the event and go cruise in your car. But I did mention to Stephen that, we could come up to this one if we do film it. This would be like February before we get the film out. But we're okay to have more footage as long as people don't want it straight away. But Rust and Chrome Cruisers Incorporated has a new home for their show. It is at Brackenridge Tavern. It is like a 4-hour-long show. It is on Sunday, December 20 at 8 a.m. So till 12 p.m. So up till lunchtime. But you could hang around and have a countery for lunch, whatever you want to do, because it's Brackenridge Tavern, right? So cars and bikes, just get up there and enjoy it. I think they actually have a raffle as well on a day, which is drawn around 11:30. So there you go. It's 2 trophies as well, one for Vehicle of the Day.
Mark Biffin, to say again, what's on at the Brackenridge Tavern?
On the 20th, that's Rust and Chrome. So bike, brews, cars and coffee. There you go. So there's a trophy plate for the car of the day, bike of the day, announced at 11:30. So be up there for that. They're going to be all organised. They've got traffic controllers and everything happening through there. There's a sausage sizzle happening. There's drinks. So there's brekkie, the tavern. As I mentioned, go and have lunch. They got a pretty good menu. So, I think, what do you reckon? Do you want to head up for lunch as well?
Yeah, possibly.
Possibly. You got to check out. I haven't actually spoken to you about it. I messaged Steve and said, I got to talk to Tyler. So we'll just do it live. I'm talking to you live about it. Just throw it on you. What are you doing on the 20th, Tyler?
Don't know.
There you go. So I said Steve would definitely mention it on the show. So we'll try and get up there. If we are not there filming, we will be there just hanging out. So to come up and say good day and check it out. You right there? You're good?
Yeah, gassy.
Oh, geez. what else we got on? So we got heaps of videos coming out, right? That's where we were heading with that. We got, I think, MotorX tickets just been announced. I've got to get back in touch with Rocky Nuts about some media passes. They did sent me some other details about that. So yeah, we've got to check all that out. Luke Wallace, new to the channel, he's enjoying it. That's
Very
good. That's good.
Welcome on.
We're just a pair of Muppets, but we have fun. It's just us. This is how we roll. You get what you get with us. It's just us. There's nothing we can't. We haven't got much of a. We don't put on a show of what we are. We're just us, and it works. So people seem to enjoy it. We enjoy it, and that's all that matters. And if you guys come along for the ride, then it's even better. Maffa space for pre-Rocky Nut drinks, I see. I've got scrutineering on the Wednesday. I think the Wednesday is my scrutineering, Marv. So that's dependent on whether I enter a second vehicle as well yet. Wednesday afternoon.
Chevelle says we will be there at the Bracken Ridge Tavern. Should be a great first show there.
Excellent. Chevelle will be there. That's cool.
Marv says also Crostita has been spotted in the YouTube wild. Not on my channel, but somewhere.
Oh, interesting.
And Matty Crick says, did you buy a track car yet, Dave?
Well, we've got the Ute. Or we're not talking drag track. We're talking what? Circuit track. Tyler's probably got the circuit track car, the Skyline. Or we've got the Integra. We've never done any videos on it yet.
No.
There's more content.
About it.
There's more content. Sally drives it around. She's out scooting in it somewhere now, the Integra. We might hear it roll in later.
Marfs is on Monday for the scrutineering. G'day, Shane Kane, Jay-Z Life, Matthews Chris. Hopefully I didn't butcher that. Matty Z.
Matty Z. G'day, Matty Z.
I think you said that last time.
Yeah.
I said it.
Matty Z's on holidays. Living the high life. So yeah, that's a bit about us and what we're doing across the next few weeks anyway. I think we've got to roll into the show as well, don't we? Do we need to start the show? Because we're still on like the intro screen. That's a
Correct.
yes.
Well done.
Okay.
Point 1.
I don't think I updated all of this. It's not episode 21, is it?
It's episode 76 of the live show.
Oh, I thought I did that bit.
And episode 21.
Skip
22
slide.
of the podcast.
Skip that slide completely. But you can find us on the podcast as well. If you don't see all the show tonight, you can listen back to what you missed. We're on Apple Places and Spotify and all these other joints.
John says save Archie. Definitely.
We'll talk about that. We definitely want to talk about that, John.
Matty Z says bloody oath, having a few cold bevies.
Salty one. G'day, mate. Salty one, not salty two. It's not FMR salt.
Yeah.
So, and we'll just do a bit of a shout out. Schumacher, obviously, we would talk about the brand there before. I'm loving the Schumacher products. So, just awesome. Tyler. I even bought you a charger and he hasn't put it on. A maintainer, sorry. I've bought you a maintainer.
You haven't given it to me yet, actually.
Because you were like, oh, yeah, wait till I get in my house because I can't plug it in. And then you're like, oh, my battery's dead.
That was in the Mirage. Where you want me to plug that in and leave it just hanging out in the driveway?
Yes.
And someone will come and go, oh, that's a Schumacher maintainer. And I'll just rip it off. And see you later, maintainer.
They are not expensive. They are.
Matty Crick says, do you have Patreon yet? Not yet.
Good on you. I was only thinking about that today. We've got to do it.
We've been talking about doing the YouTube members thing, which is sort of
maybe we'll do it through YouTube members. There's more people there. Saves you having to download something else for those that don't have Patreon. Some people might already have it. You know, like I've got Patreon for Skid Factory and stuff like that. But maybe not everyone has Patreon. So maybe we'll do it through YouTube members because you're already on YouTube and might be easier. So we'll do it through there. And we're thinking we do the giveaway draws monthly. Maybe we'll do something weekly. Maybe
we'll work it out.
We'll work it out, and we'll offer that out for patrons. So yeah, we'll get the Schumacher, and then finance my ride as well. Finance my ride is a sponsor because I'm FMR Dave. When I'm not Overtaking Lane Dave, I'm FMR Dave. So there's a lot of people buying cars at the moment. You know, cars selling like crazy. There's so many people don't want to be on public transport. Bikes, there's a lot of bikes selling. If you need finance, hit me up. I can help you out. Yes, I get paid for that. Yes, I'll get some money. That'll help me out. That gets me paid my day job. So so if you do need finance, hit me up. It's Dave at financemyride.com.au. And we can have a look. And if you don't take finance through me or through one of our lenders, then it costs you nothing. So it's, check us out.
Chevelle
See if I can get you the best deal.
We are in the office/garage printing shirts for all the Xmas orders watching you. Loving the show.
Oh, another shirt printer.
There you go.
Good to know. That's excellent. A lot of Christmas orders. Everyone, it is nearly Christmas, right? And next week is our giveaway week for next week. We'll do some giveaways. There will be a big draw for our Christmas raffle, which is it's pretty much sold out. Like, it's not much.
I don't think there's
I think the number on the website is not correct because there's not that many tickets left. But it's pretty much sold out. But if you might be able to grab a ticket if you get in there. So check it out on overtakinglane.com.au/shop. Find the raffle on there, and they're like $3 a ticket, or 4 for $10 is $170 worth of car cleaning products in there, plus the postage to wherever you are in Australia. It's for Australian residents, that one. And we'll draw that next week live on the show. We'll ring up the winner and, broadcast their phone number and their address on the show. No, we won't do that. But we will ring up the winner on the show, as well as I'm sure there's going to be some other giveaways. That's next week, and then we're going to have a break for Chrissy. Is that how it's working?
Yes, it certainly is.
Yeah.
Next week is the last show of the year.
So it's the last show of the year for us, and we'll have a little break from the live show. There'll be plenty of other content still coming through.
Storm Plays just subscribed. And
Good on
also
you, bro.
Storm Plays put in the chat, said I'm there as well at Chevelle.
Excellent. Good stuff. Thanks for subbing as well. We really appreciate it. We hit 5,000 subs recently, and that's a big thing for us. It's taken us a long, long time to get there, and we worked pretty hard on this. We've done 2 years plus now. Is it over 2 years?
Nearly, I think.
2 years of videos every week, without fail, every week. So, and this Christmas will be the first time we've had a break on the live show since starting the live show.
Lee Gregsy, hello from Canada.
G'day, Lee. Good to have you. Good to have you aboard. We've got quite a few people watching tonight, so it's awesome to see.
Hoff says, I want a GR Yaris, Dave. Hook me up.
All right. Well, we'll
drove the next level one today. Pretty fun.
Really? Well, that's where it is. Dave, have they still got their Integra? That's where it is too, right? Come on. Where was the option for the build on the Proton, Hoff? But no, cool build going on over at Nugget Garage as well. Some V12 action. Now, where was I heading before that? Before I got sidetracked?
Probably into the start of the show because we still haven't even started.
Oh. No, we're still talking about products. And FMR Dave being a cool guy, if you want finance for you.
Binder,
Send me a
if
message.
you want some car care products on our website as well. You can pick up our microfiber drying towel as well.
So we're heading off to a Binder Christmas party.
We certainly are on the weekend.
Going to hang out with other distributors of Binder and the
main
Australian wholesaler. He's putting on some drinks and some awesome food from Firing Line Gourmet Chili. Did you know that's who's doing the food?
I did.
That's Adrian.
Yeah, I know.
What's his last name?
Zakara.
Zakara. I didn't know how to pronounce it. So Adrian from Firing Line Gourmet Chilies. He'll have some amazing brisket, and I think they're doing like big tomahawk steaks in the smoker and stuff. So how cool is that? Thank you, Binder. So yeah, There you go. I need to wash all my cars. They're all dirty at the moment. They need washing. So I'll get the binder on it. Don't forget the merch on the website as well. And we've already mentioned the raffle tickets. Time to do a story. Or some
Hoff
news.
says, I think I won some wheel last week while I was asleep.
You've got like a stack of stuff here, actually, Hoff. I'm going to come up and see you. I'll come up and see you. You've got a pile of stuff on the kitchen table. That's like the Hoff's pile. There's a couple. There's torches. There's the SL25 battery torch. Then there's the lithium rechargeable, extendable bendy torch. I don't know. He's got other stuff, road trip stuff. I think
so.
You got a pile of stuff there, Hoff. I do have to come and visit you and drop that off. There you go. Muff said you won all the wheel spins last week. Even when you're asleep, you're still tuning the wheel. Good job. It's good. So what do we got? What we got? Some news. Time to talk some news. I've got a few stories lined up tonight. I don't know whether you've got...
The wife said you were snoring and the TV was going, the Hoff, the Hoff.
Have you got...
sound?
I don't know. You got anything?
Yeah, you can play your video.
Is that my sound or your sound?
That's my sound.
Oh. I'll mute mine then. Oh, I've stopped playing.
I'll try and match it up. Whoops. Right, I think we're about synced.
You reckon?
Roughly. I'll pause for a second and now.
Good luck. Hey, this is a no prep event over in the States. And they're just racing golf carts over there. And that's pretty well synced, though. There you go. So they don't just run around with their golf buggies over there for in between races. This is I think it's turboed
Bussa cart.
Yeah, it's got a Hayabusa engine in it. It's turboed. It's fast, right? Oh, I've stopped it again. Hang on.
Scotty Sherrington. Sorry I'm late. I've been playing counsellor.
Oh, I hope all was good, Scotty. Yes, hope all was good. But I'll let that play in the background. And see if I can bring the story up. No, every time I click on something else, it stops playing.
The start of this story says, we see golf carts at every drag strip across the country transporting people and towing or pushing race cars. But what if someone decided to totally hot rod a club carrier and turn it into a turbocharged monster? Well, Joey Holloway did just that, and his Bussa cart is one of the wildest creations we've ever seen. The Bussa cart has gone through a few different phases as Holloway has worked to perfect it. There's plenty of videos out there of this beast doing some crazy stuff on the dyno and on the streets. He uses a 1000cc Hayabusa motorcycle engine to power the golf cart.
They reckon it's got 600 horsepower.
Along with the turbocharger, and he controls it with a Fuel-Tech ECU. It generates an alleged 600 horsepower, and when you stuff it into a golf cart, it allows him to regularly put bus lengths on cars and motorcycles.
Pretty insane.
He turned up to the Orlando Speed World Dragway to participate in the Wild Turkey No Prep event. The race utilised the top end of the track as the racing surface, so there was no rubber or prep. Perfect venue for the Bussa cart to do its thing. He got plenty of laps in against a variety of vehicles that included a turbocharged Porsche, the Chicken Hawk RX-7, and a Hayabusa-powered mini funny car.
Just hop it out of the way. Look at that thing go. Not bad at all. So, if you're thinking you'd like to get out to one of the no prep events and, what do I run? What am I going to take out to Junga Bunga's no prep next year? There's going to be about 4 of those events, I think, next year out at Warwick. And you're thinking, what am I going to do? What am I going to run out there? Golf cart. There you go. Calm down, Dave.
G'day, Dingus.
G'day, mate. Rap, says Lee. That's it. And who said? I think James said, "Where's Rat Fink?" So if those don't know, Rat Fink is the golf cart man over in the States.
John Burt says, "But can you cut the lawns with it?"
You need to do it as a mower. Sally says, "Can she park in the driveway?" There you go. Yes, you can park in. Everyone's waiting to hear the the awesome Integra roll in.
Well, there you go, Marf. I don't know. I'm just reading the story. Marf says Hayabusas are 1300cc, not 1000cc.
Ah, well, there you go. Brian Wagner, from Dragzine? What are you doing to us? The links are in the show notes, and I don't know where they are. If you're watching here, we've just told you where it is. It's on Dragzine. So, but if you're on the podcast, you can find all the links to the stories in the show notes. Because Tyler sets that all up. Send it, Sal. Right on lawnmower. That's what the Integra might sound like when it rolls in. What do you reckon? So, what are you thinking of for no prep, mate? We're gonna roll out to no prep.
Probably a good chance for us to race where I actually get an opportunity to beat you.
You want to take the Skyline no prep?
Race against each other.
Yeah?
Oh, it's a good chance where actually,
Where's Matty Jungabunga?
You just can't be traction control Dave, though.
I can do whatever I like in the start line. You're not going to be in my car.
It'll be the first race you'll lose because you just blow the tyres off it. The second race, it's just, geez, Dave hooked up real well, that one. Yeah, and I see the GoPro footage and the light will be flashing it. Oh, that's the trick, wasn't it?
Ooh. No, yeah, I wouldn't mind having a crack out there at a bit of no prep action, Jungabunga. So I think there's going to be like 4 action field events out at Warwick at least next year for that. So keep your eye out on those. Be ready and watching to get out there and either have a go or come and watch. It's like, seriously, it's worth the drive. You can camp out there. There's plenty of cheap rooms as well in Warwick. Or you can drive home if you want. If you're in Brisbane, what, hour and a half?
I don't know.
2 hours max?
Probably 2 hours max.
To drive to Warwick. And it's $10 to get in. And I guarantee you will get lunch for $10 as well. And I'm talking like burger and chips.
Yeah.
You could do burger, chips, drink, extras for like $12, right? It's so cheap.
James Baylor says Tyler find the fuse for that, for the traction control. Says
it's got absolutely none at the moment because the wheel sensors have gone.
Says firing shots, Tyler.
Yeah, it does have none. So
there you go. Maybe you've already done it.
I can hear an Integra rolling up the street.
Jordan Senoy, how you going?
G'day, Jordan. I'll tell a little story. And it was driving home from Fridays. We did Fridays and we did Drag Challenge. And it ran fine. I didn't do a lot at Fridays. I just did a couple of runs around the circuit in the happy laps. Pretty much. I didn't do the off-street drags or anything I was going to, but I couldn't be bothered changing my wheels. So I didn't end up doing it. So yeah, not much happened there. And then I hope the dog's not out, so I can hear the gate opening.
That's like the dog's inside.
Okay, we're all good. Door is open. But yeah, and then Tyler's got to chase the dog. So I'll keep telling my story. So when I started the car up afterwards, I've had problems with the wheel sensor before, but and obviously that cuts out your ABS, cuts out everything. Since we had it on the dyno Hoff, the wheel sensor played up, but then it come good after we did the transmission swap up at Armstrong's. No issue, it was all running fine. So until after the Fridays event on the way home, it went again. So I've got no traction control, no ABS or anything. Anyway, drove home, no worries. But then as I come down Hope Island Road, I did take off. I came off the highway and got the first set of lights, and I took off. And the ute makes a little bit of noise as you got the stall, 4,000 RPM stall and everything, and so it makes a bit of noise. And I just took off relatively normal. Got to the next light, and this car took off. It's Mercedes. It was a convertible soft top Mercedes thing. I don't know what it was. It took off. It went for it. And then we got to the next set of lights, and this chick in there, she looked at me and she went, "Ha, loser." I couldn't have it, so I did floor it off the next set of lights. I did floor it, And then Integra coming through the back wall. I don't know if you could hear the Integra out the back there then. But I floored it and did about, 400 metre power skid. And then she came back past giggling again. Thought that was hilarious. So, not so much. I couldn't help it, especially when she made fun of me. She was like, loser. And
James
shouldn't do that
Bayless
on the
says
street.
I'll-
I don't condone it at all. And maybe it never really happened.
James Bayless says, I'll translate
did.
Dave equals full send. Dave Ray says, haha, too funny.
And
Aaron,
no traction control, so it just smoked.
Aaron says, Dave, old school traction control is self-control.
Yes, true. But I have been running it without traction control on the strip. So
G'day, Miri. Miri says, Ty, looking very clean today. Thank you.
ooh, you're all trim and there's your haircut from last week.
Mhm.
Still, hey? Still looking good.
Mad Dad says, hey, Tyler, armour oil Dave's back tyres before no prep day.
Bit of slick wax. Hey?
Yeah, I'll get the what is it? The tyre shine instead of putting it on the sidewall.
The slick wax,
yeah.
I think, would do it.
I'll go. I shined your tyres.
Oh.
The nice $2 one from Super Cheap.
Thanks, mate. Thanks. I saw a guy the other day at Super Cheap buying two big boxes of the tyre shine. Obviously, it was on special, but and I'm just like, should be buying some binder. Like, really? It doesn't go. It just goes so far too. Like, I know it's not $2, but we've been using that same bottle of Ultimate Tyre for what, a year?
Probably at least since
on multiple
a
cars
month before we started stocking it.
Yeah, multiple cars, and what, there's like that much out of that.
Yeah,
still 3/4 of the thing left.
Jordan Senor says premium tyre shine skid strategy.
Yeah. Right, we've got another story.
Marv says a litre of diesel and a paintbrush is cheaper. Just saying, Tyler.
True. Diesel them up. He's still only got his $60 tyres on the were they $60 tyres on your Skyline? Anyway, so stories, news, car news.
Shane
That's
Kane
what we're here
says,
for.
Shane
Kane
says, I would really like to see you both compete against each other in the same car to see who is the overtaker.
Oh. Tyler's not even driven. You driven the Ute? You haven't driven the Ute with the...
No, I got told to move it, and then I went, I don't actually know how to put the gearbox in reverse yet.
So, there you go. He hasn't even driven it yet. We'll have to get him
Cryptics,
in there. That's
how
a
you
fair
going?
call from Shane. I've no problem with him having a go in it, so I think that's good.
James Bayless says, good idea, maybe the Integra.
Oh, well, even
You could
playing field.
roll around the circuit. And
I think Sally wants to roll in the Integra. She might have taken it over. No, it might be how it's going.
Dang Dang says, Tyler, there's 3 Hilux nuts in the chat now. Time for a Hilux Discord chat.
That's true.
Rick Welsh, how you going?
G'day, Rick. Good to see you, mate. Good to see you. So, some Australian drag news. We do need to do these news stories as well, don't we? We get
Certainly do.
sidetracked. But a record number of Western Australian nitro cars are going to compete this weekend at the Outlaw Nitro Challenge at Perth Motorplex.
Jamie says, cap on backwards, Dave. You arrive to the studio on your skateboard tonight?
I did. So I didn't have shadows. Hang on. I thought I'd get rid of the shadows, but no, you've done it now. It's going back on normal. No more slick back, Dave. Heaps happening out at Perth Motorplex this weekend. Nitro funny cars.
Nitro Mayhem, Aussie Digger, Dark Knight, Nitro Thunder, and the Beach Bomb. It's Nitro Chaos at the Perth Motorplex.
Dave Ray's over in Perth. I don't know who else is here watching.
So 6 nitro. Let me start again. 6 nitro.
6 nitros.
6
Nitros.
nitro dragsters and funny cars. Not to mention a field of nitro bikes will be competing over 3 rounds to decide who WA's top nitro driver is. The pilots of these landlocked missiles, each carrying around 4,000 horsepower, are under no impression about how difficult it will be to tame the nitro fuel.
What do you reckon? Like to be there for that?
That would be very good.
So, there should be some 5-second passes out of it, right? What do you reckon?
Probably, yeah.
I think I don't know how much the entry is over there, but I don't know who else is in the Western Australian states. But we've got we've at least got Dave Bray there.
Mm-hmm.
He could go check that out.
Mm-hmm.
There's been a bit of action at the Perth Motorplex of late. So there you go. Nathan Coles is at the wheel of Rory Taylor's Thumper, a Camaro with a proven 5-second pace, easily come out on top of the night's racing. And Nitro is so unpredictable and unforgiving, making these cars extremely exciting to watch, is what he said. The sound of the cars produce is like nothing else. You just don't hear that sound. You feel it rattle through your body as well. And that is very, very true. So it is not quite the same watching it on the TV, as what it is getting out there and seeing it live, isn't it? So you've seen some of the nitro funny cars and stuff. Yep.
Brooks has aspirations of one day. Michael, I should start this a bit so people can get a bit of a lowdown on who that is. Michael Brooks is throwing everything at the Outlaw Nitro Challenge in order to emerge victorious, bringing 2 dragsters into combat. He will drive Nitro Mayhem while also throwing Shannon Taylor into the Aussie Digger. He has aspirations of one day setting a world record for front-engine dragsters. Says, with Nitro, you're sitting behind a controlled bomb. If it goes right, he said, but if it doesn't, let's say it gets very hot for the driver. The spectators will see fast racing, lots of header flames and out-of-control races. The long-term goal for us is going better than 5:48 at 272 mile per hour, as that would be the fastest in the world.
Steve from Ruston Crime Cruisers is saying, put cooking oil on my tyres. He reckons that's better. Nitros are awesome up close. Says
Jordan Senor says...
Yeah.
If I wasn't crook, I'd be at the Motorplex
He'd
this
be there.
weekend.
Oh, hopefully you might bloody come good. It'd be good to come, if you come good by Saturday, go check it out. Hopefully it all goes well and we see more and more of these events coming. And especially now that things have opened back up. So, anything else on that one, mate?
Not much else, no.
Okay. Should we move to another story?
Certainly, let's do it.
I've got other stories here somewhere.
Jim Halsey becomes the first nitrous Pro Mod driver to the 350s.
Now, this is some slick racing. We're often talking about radials and stuff on here, obviously because, we have been supported so much by the guys at Kenda. So we're often chatting radial stuff, but slick tyres as well. I know there's always a love-hate relationship between the radials and the slicks. A lot of banter goes on. The boys love to give each other shit. But watch this tyre and this thing take off. It's just nothing like seeing the flex in the sidewall of a slick tyre as well. But they haven't been into the 3.5s where radials have been. Well, you're going to see a big pass here. I don't know if you can see that. Hopefully you can see it in the background. Let me get out of the way. But they're getting quicker and quicker.
They certainly are.
And, yeah, did you say it was Jim Halsey?
Yeah.
Yep. So this was at the Snowbird Nationals at Bradenton Motorsport Parks over in the States.
At the Shakedown Nationals in Virginia in late September, he clocked laps of 3.609 and 3.602.
Here we go.
And this was in
Top
Florida.
and barrier of years in making. On his way to the first 3.5 second pass in history by a nitrous oxide assisted slick tyre door car. And Tyler didn't, match up the sound this time round, but it goes. Brah! Look at that! Ooh. Boom, 359. He has done it. That's a quick pass. That is a quick pass.
Certainly is.
So, amazing stuff. There you go. 3592, 210 mile an hour. How good's that? It's a 69 Camaro. What do you know about it, Tyler?
Not a lot.
Oh, you got nothing? There's a whole story about it I put on your computer for you earlier.
You're the one who does the stories. You should read them.
I put it on your computer because you do the reading and I do the drinking, remember? It's just how this works. Don't stuff up the system.
I can't actually find any real...
Oh, come on.
They don't really talk about the car.
The interesting thing here is this is...
He stormed 3592 at 210 miles per hour.
It's a Gene Fulton 959 powered...
It's a Jerry Bickle race cars built Gene Fulton 959 powered 69 Camaro. You cut off half of it.
There you go. Now he finds it. See? It just needed some prompting.
He was 0.926 early, 2420 to 330 feet, and doing so in a favourable 634 feet of density altitude at 64 degrees of air temperature. Fahrenheit. That'd be pretty hot if it was Celsius.
So, first nitrous racer in
G'day,
history to do
Jungabunga.
a 5-second pass on a quarter mile at Old Bridgetown Raceway Park. There you go. We were just talking about you earlier, Mr. Jungabunga. Well, we got 4 events next year. No prep events at Warwick. Everyone must get out to, if they're not racing it, they must get out to as a spectator at least. So, there you go.
Brad says Tyler could give you a run for your money on that one at Dave. Should give it a go live.
What were we talking about?
I have no idea.
I don't know. Do you want another story? Another video in the background? I got something else. Hang on.
Jungabunga says 1/8 boys try for 3-4.
That's where it's all. That's where it's at. Get on the 8th. What do we got here, mate? What do we got playing in the background? This is a bit of a nasty one.
Big crash.
Whoa!
A J.R. Gray crashes in the Snowbirds Radial vs. the World finale.
Now, he's fairly new to the actual radial racing, right?
This veteran no-time racer J.R. Gray had the most enviable of debuts in Radial vs. the World at Donalong's Sweet 16 in October, driving his headshot Camaro that the welds from chassis builder David Reese were still smoking at the time on. All the way the winner's circle in the class' most prestigious race. On Sunday evening, Gray was attempting to bookmark an impressive couple of months in small tyre racing's premier eliminator when things quickly went awry for the popular Georgia native. He qualified a less than desired 6th in the 8-car field at Snowbird Outlaw Nationals with an off-pace 375 in his 959-inch Pat Moosey-powered Camaro. Gray proceeded to take own strong runner in Jason Lee and Melanie Salemi in Sunday's opening 2 rounds.
Bloody supercalifragilisticexpialidocious backwards save Archie.
Thanks, John Burt, for the $5.
Save Archie's. Good job. Good job.
He was setting up a final round rumble with Kevin Rivenbach's supercharged car. In the big finale, Gray's and Rivenbach's door handles were welded together through the first 200 feet when Headshot took a very unradial car-like sharp left turn toward the centerline. He took evasive action to avoid both Rivenbach and the oncoming guardrail, setting the wheel back to the right and allowing momentum, gravity, and traction to do what they do, sending him onto his roof about as gracefully as you could possibly expect out of a 200-mile-per-hour race car. Slid to a stop in the shutdown area on its lid, lightly tapping the guardrail on its path and minimizing the damage. He said the ever amped up Gray, I was kicking his ass until I landed on the roof.
That'll happen every time.
I'm okay and headshot will be fixed by January.
There you go. There you go. Luckily, he is all okay. So, good stuff. Big run. Big run. Skid, roof, says Matty Creek.
Scotty S says your gears are wrong for the 8th, Dave.
Maybe. But Cruise is all right at that, so we'll keep it there. We'll see how we go. I got to get used to it there. We're still quicker than Tyler. It's all good. Let's talk some Aussie drag racing. We've also got some local Willowbank, right? We didn't have
the New Year's shootout.
We don't have New Year's Thunder. We normally would have a big event called New Year's Thunder.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the 400 Thunder Championship is thanks to COVID. That got cut early, so that won't happen. But we will have a New Year's shootout on the 9th of January. So
Willowbank, you've got the wrong slide up.
Oh.
Willowbank Raceway hits COVID for a 6 with the match race to end all match races. COVID may have forced us to cancel our 400 Thunder Championship round in January, but the Willowbank board and CEO wanted to bounce back with something out of the box. The match race from hell we are calling the New Year Shootout. This event is to show our fans that nothing can keep us down and we will continue to push the boundaries of the sport into the future. With Top Fuel, Pro Alcohol, Top Bike and a Pro Slammer vs Pro Mod match races all coming together from across the East Coast to put on a show at the New Year's Shootout at Willowbank Raceway on the 9th of January 2021. This event will highlight the very best of our championship professional brackets. To kick off, we will have Phil Reed and Peter Zaberis headlining the show with their 10,000 horsepower, 300 mile per hour, nitro-burning, flame-throwing Top Fuel dragsters.
Excellent.
Both teams looking to show the fans who is the best and earn the title of New Year Shootout champ. Backing up this match race is a quality of Australia's best pro alcohol cars battling each other in a grudge race to see who deserves the title of the New Year Shootout alcohol champ. Gary Phillips and Stephen Reed, 1 and 2 in the National Championship, take on Queensland's best alcohol racers to see who deserves to wear the crown. Stephen Ham and Benny Bray headline a smaller but quality field of pro slammers who are keen to put the upstart pro mod races.
And there will be plenty of banter going on there.
Yeah.
You know what those pair are like.
The pro slammers who are keen to put the upstart pro mod races in their place. We call it Door Wars, but you can call it some of the best sedan racing on the planet, with all racers keen to show who is best after a lengthy layoff. Door Wars will highlight another high quality field to see who has the fastest turbo or blower car in Queensland. Chris Matheson and John Zara are set to battle each other, and both racers are looking to set Willowbank Raceway alight with their flame-throwing top bike weapons. These low 6-second machines are a worthy addition to the quality races on show. Supported by a quality field of sportsman racers with a number of current national champions, these races are also vying for a win and the title of New Year Shootout champ. This is one event not to miss. Racing Madness returns you to Queensland, and this truly is an event that will be something you cannot miss.
I'm pretty keen to get out to that.
Grab your tickets from willowbankraceway.com.au.
That's good. I will have to do that. Get some tickets. We might even send them an email, and see if we can do any filming for that one. It's a good event. I wonder if they'll let us live stream it.
No, probably not. That's probably
they wouldn't.
It's probably an OVO event.
Well, they wouldn't for the 400. So you are right. The OVO event is the Thunder 400, but maybe Willowbank will let us live stream that one. So I don't know. Send them a message. Ask them. Tell them. Let Overtaking Lane just live stream.
Top
we'll email
cars will probably blow the mobile phone off the tripod.
It possibly will, but everyone will love to see that. Hey? Everyone would love to see that. We have not been on the start line yet for Top Fuel.
No, we haven't.
We've been in the grandstand watching Top Fuel. And we've been there for the door slammers. But we've not been on the line for Top Fuel. And that might be whatever. That might be pretty full on, right? We'll see how that goes. Let's send them an email and see if we can, if they'll let us live stream. You got that?
You can do it. I email them every other time, so it's your turn.
Why have we got to change the system? It works.
They never read my emails.
Don't change the system. It works, Tyler.
We email them and then we bring them like 2 days out and they go, oh, yeah, we didn't actually get your email.
Maybe just email them and then ring them in 2 days. Say, hey, did you get my email? Because you've already got a heap of messages because the guys have been watching and they said, let Overtaking Lane come and stream it for us so we can watch too because we can't get there because we live in a state. I think we'll make it happen. Let's see what we can do. If you're local, then you need to get on there and come and watch and be there because there's nothing better than being there. More stories?
On to the next one.
We'll keep moving?
Yep. Help save Archfield Drift Park.
So we saw some messages there earlier in the chat from John. And Archie Drift Park. So Luke Fink, if you don't watch Luke's channel, then get over there and check it out. But there is a drift park, obviously, for those that don't know, in Archerfield, and right near the Speedway. It's been there for years and years. Luke Fink has owned it or leased it for the last few years, and the Brisbane City Council have become involved now and want to turn it into a car park.
Yeah, they said it's supposed to be a car park apparently, and that they want to shut down the drift track there, and yeah, that's pretty much it. They sent him a letter and said they're going to close it on this date in January,
and it's like really soon too, 29th. 29th of January. It's like, yeah, no mucking around. Like they're straight up, it's happened very quickly. So not good. They do have an event on January 16 as well, which is the Archfield Drift Park Matsuri, which is potentially going to be the last event there. But there is also a petition.
Certainly is. I'll link that in the chat.
Link that in the chat. There's a
And
petition there, and in the show
story.
notes. The story's in the show notes?
I linked the story in the chat as well.
Okay.
So in the story there is a bunch of emails for all the local councillors.
Yeah, we're not going to read through those.
So yeah, make sure if you want to support them and try and keep the track open, send them an email.
So
let them know they shouldn't close the track.
Yeah,
So I think it's like one of only 2 locations that are local for drifting.
There's a lot of drifting that happens there too. There's like stuff happens over there every day, and we haven't even been up there yet.
Yeah.
And that's the disappointing part, is that we've not been there. You know, we do what we do, and it's something that we're keen on as well. And Tyler's got an extremely well set up drift car in the Skyline. It is totally set up for that, right? So,
Hell yeah, brother. Oh wait, wrong channel. Keep up the great work, fellas, promoting positive car community events.
Says Miss Sparkplugs Throwing Cash has donated $50.
Thanks, thank you.
Thank you.
Get on the dono wagon. Hit those dollar signs there and help us out. Keep the channel alive. But what we're talking about, we haven't even been up there. They do like a beginners drift session, I think, on Tuesdays. They do that. So there's stuff on there all the time, and yeah, it's pretty crap. It's just another blow for the car community to lose a track of any sort, and it doesn't matter whether you're a drag racer, you're a drifter, or what you are. And if you're not a drifter, then you need to appreciate that, right?
Yeah.
And know that that's another part of the car community. And you would expect all the drifters to back us up if it was a drag track that was getting shut down, or a time track, trials track, whatever. We would expect everyone in the car community to get behind it.
Well, they want to shut down Lakeside as well as another one that they want to shut down.
They've been pushing to shut down Lakeside for so long. Luckily, they've been fighting. I think the landlord that owns the Archie's drift track has just sort of given up. It's just costing them too much to fight it. So It's disappointing. I think it's actually pretty sad. So there will be stuff goes out on the street.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you want to watch, Adam LZ go drifting up in Tambourine Mountain and someone run off the road, there's going to be more of that.
Yeah.
Like, he copped a lot of flack on that video, didn't he? You know the video I'm talking about.
Well, he copped the ACA thing. So.
There is going to be so much more current affair stuff. I think someone asked before when you were interviewing the Mexican cartel, Tyler. But that's the sort of shit that they're going to promote by getting rid of it. So it is really unfortunate that they do that. And, you know, we have a dream that we would have some type of motor track, whether it was a circuit track, a drag track, a drift track, whatever I could do, I would go for any of them. And to see one go is just wrong. So get behind it, sign the petition, please, and support Archie's. And I don't know if it'll help, but it won't help if we don't get behind it.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Definitely.
the one. We can at least give it a go. Even if you're not planning on ever going drifting, just know that you've just helped the car community by going and signing that petition. So Tyler will throw it up in the chat again. Yep. So throw the link up there again and help those guys out. And Luke thinks, if you watch his videos, he's done a lot to work on that track and build it and put a lot into it over, especially the last 12 months with the issues and that they had with the corners and whatnot. And he's put a bit of money into it, and that, you know, right or wrong, when you go on leased property, I guess it sucks, but there's always a risk there.
Mm-hmm.
But it is his job. Like, that's his livelihood. The guy's bought a house recently, and that would be his income. His main income would be that track.
Mm.
So not good to see for a young family either. Go through all that heartache. So let's get behind him and let's support him.
Mm-hmm.
And shout out to you, Luke. Probably doesn't watch us, but we're behind you as well.
Mm-hmm.
More stories?
More stories.
More messages? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Bling. That's your computer.
Yeah, it was. Normally it's muted. I don't know why it wasn't.
All right. We'll move on from that. Sad to see
story
it
for you.
It's a story for me.
It's a Dave story.
Is it? Why is it a Dave story?
Well, look at the first word of the title.
Which car?
The title.
Oh, it's on whichcar.com.au, because that's where this story is that we got from Tom Fraser has penned this story. But there's more than 80 production and concept cars to be displayed in various museums throughout Australia. And the word of that title is Holden Heritage Collection embarks on a nationwide tour.
Mm-hmm.
So, obviously, Holden's gone and been disappearing, but has already pretty much disappeared. But Holden is embarking on one final farewell tour, and more than 80 of its production and concept cars to hit museums around Australia to tell the story of the Holden name from beginning to end.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just the cars making their way to the exhibitions. Either memorabilia, parts, photos, and engines will also feature in motoring museums throughout the country. The first display is set to open in mid-December at the National Motor Museum in Birdwood in South Australia.
Mm-hmm. Will feature a select few iconic cars, including the first ever Holden 48215, presented by former Prime Minister Ben Chifley in 1948. The 1969 Holden Hurricane concept, the 1,000,000th EJ Holden, the 2008 Holden Coupe 60 concept, and the Effigy design concept, which we got to see actually someone who built one.
Well, similarly,
based on the
an Effigy,
based on the he's also the man behind the all-wheel drive Integra
that you may have seen recently running in our live feeds of the Street Machine Jag Challenge.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I know a lot of people. Benny Wilkinson was the driver,
mm-hmm.
but Brendan was the builder of that car and owner. I believe he owns it, doesn't he? Ben's just a driver. The Holden Heritage Group has spent countless hours helping GM document and catalogue the brand's history, which not only contains items from the car manufacturer, but also memorabilia from Holden's often forgotten origins in 1859. Thin Heritage heard a little in 2019, auctioning off a brace of duplicate copies of the collected cars, along with a few pieces of the Holden history. GM is sincerely grateful for the work of the Holden Heritage and of the retiree volunteers that have worked hard to sort, digitise, and safely store many thousands of items relating to Holden's manufacturing and iconic brand history. That came from the mouth of the managing director of GM Australia and New Zealand, Mark Abolo. They're going to. They plan to launch a Holden Heritage Collection website next year, which provide enthusiasts with information about the collection, as well as details where you can view those vehicles.
There you go. Mixmaster Mark says, "Is that an FX in the background?"
Yes, I believe so.
I'm glad you know. I don't. Shane Kane says over 21,000 have signed the petition so far.
That's good to see. Good to see. Get behind it. Excellent. Thanks, Shane, for getting on there.
Johnny says he had issues with the drainage from the airport as well, hence the bank turn.
Yes. Yeah, there was a lot of issues there. So
Chevelle says Holden will live on forever in our hearts.
Definitely.
Matty Crick says Holden Stato Capri, awesome car.
It's because drives one. But yeah, so have a look at that. Check out. There's a full list of museum locations. Can we throw that link somewhere? Do you know where it's going to be? The Birdwood one you mentioned, South Australia, where we're going to kick off.
I don't think they've actually started the website yet, have they?
See, look, I've got it already up. Victoria.
Oh, you've got a Google Drive document.
Yeah, go down. Click there. Go and
there's the full list. Chevelle says we have signed the petition.
Thank you. Trafalgar Holden Museum in Victoria as well. We'll have some cars there. Some of them will have some of the cars, some will have some others. So they're going to sort of mix them up a little bit. You're going to see stuff at Shepparton Museum of Vehicle Evolution, the Holden Manufacturing Heritage Association Lionsgate Business Park in Elizabeth, South Australia, Winton Motor Raceway. We're going to see some stuff there. National Motor Racing Museum in Bathurst, the WA Motor Museum in Whiteman Park, Mildura Holden Motor Museum in Baronga, New South Wales, Gippsland Vehicle Collection of Motor Museum in Maffra, Victoria, Collins Holden Collection, or the old Toowoomba Motor Museum. Might be able to get up there and see that. It's the one close to us. And Elfin Heritage Centre, Maruban, Victoria. I don't think they're going to have a lot of cars in Toowoomba. There's only like 3 cars listed. The Colorado Concept, the SST Concept, and the Jack 8 Concept.
Okay.
So the biggest collection is at the National Motor Museum of Australia at Birdwood in South Australia. So, where is Effigy? Is that where Effigy's at? Yep. It is.
Chevelle says we need more. We need some more all Holden days here in Brizzy.
There was one recently. I think John MJ ran one recently.
Yep, it was a charity one.
Yeah. We didn't get to go to that one. We were busy at Drag Challenge, but it was one he'd raised some money for some charity.
Mm-hmm.
But keep an eye out on our website on the what's on for any of those. I don't know of any coming up.
Shane Kane says, I live in Trafalgar. It's a great museum. Plenty to see.
Oh, there you go. Well, I can tell you what else will be. They'll have on show in Trafalgar. They'll have a Sandman Ute concept, the HR Premier sedan, a VF Commodore Ute McQueen, an FC sedan, a VL Commodore convertible, VF Commodore SSV sedan Pilot, an EK Special sedan, and a VZ Monaro CV8Z. So there you go. More stories.
Mm-hmm. You don't need to change the slide.
Oops, I was already on it.
You're already on
Oops.
it. Cheap cars on Facebook. Scams prompt new
Be
warnings.
careful.
If a
Be
used
careful.
car being sold on Facebook or elsewhere online seems too good to be true, it probably is.
Now, there's been a lot of people done in scams just of late because there is a lot of online buying happening since COVID. There is also a lot of cars being sold. So used car market has grown a shit ton. I don't know what word I was looking for there, but it's grown a lot. There is now used cars that are selling for higher than their new prices. So as people get off public transport and want to buy more vehicles, of course you could contact Finance My Ride, Dave at financemyride.com.au and see if you get
See you,
finance
Huggy.
for those.
Huggy's off. Says, love to stay up watching, but some people have to be up early to go to work. We'll be watching
mate.
next week. No worries.
Thanks, mate. You can always catch up on the podcast as
on
well. Have a listen.
Spotify or Apple Podcasts or Google Podcasts on all of those.
Anchor FM. Have a listen in to anything you missed. But yeah, as used cars go up, there's people buying stuff online, and there's people going to take advantage of that. Right? That's the big thing.
Mm-hmm.
So if you think you're getting too good a deal,
You probably are.
be careful. I think there was even a story on a current affair last night. Someone else getting had. Thought they, threw all their money in, and they couldn't get their money back. It was gone, like that. It was just gone. So, marketplace is always a big area of getting ripped off.
The ACCC says losses to online shopping scams have increased 42% this year.
Crazy stuff.
Dingus says, I secretly go around at night replacing Chev badges on Commodores with the line.
Putting them back in where they should be. That's the go.
Ex-Master Mark says Dingus for PM.
Of course, if you buy from a car dealer, you get all the warranties and stuff that comes with that, right? There is a lot that you get from buying with a dealer. You may pay a bit more, but just be cautious of what you think may be saving in some of these other ones. You may just be getting ripped off.
Chevelle says, have you guys been to the new car museum at Upper Coomera?
Not yet. We have not.
Well, that's one of the reasons why I flew down to Melbourne to see the car that I was looking at. The when I bought the Skyline.
Yep. So you could go.
I just wanted to know. I didn't want to go fully sight unseen,
I actually bought the H, but I sent someone there.
Yeah.
So I knew through my work there was someone that I knew that could go and look at it and check it out. That was a mechanic and he could suss it out and see it. And, I still paid the risk of paying cash before I had the car. 'Cause I had to get transported up, but I guess you still did too in some respect, even though you flew down there. But you still had to get it on the truck and
he put it on the truck 2 days later. He was a really good seller actually. Gave me some drive shafts with the car, and then they turned out not to be the right ones because I needed to replace one. And then he paid for the new replacement one.
Yeah, so you've still got the old ones. Can you sell them? Do you know what they're
Probably.
for?
No idea. I actually think they're for a Skyline. They're just the wrong side.
There you go.
Didn't actually fit.
Aaron
says never bought unseen.
There you go. It's very risky, and
if you watch
even more so
mods,
now,
those guys buy everything unseen.
They do, but it's really risky at the moment. I guess to some extent they know right what they're getting into. What do you think? The MCM boys.
Oh yeah. Brad says I got us a pretty good stitch up with a second-hand car on Facebook. Cost me $3,000 in engine repairs.
Still going. Still could be 3.5 yet. You haven't finished. Get that done. A hashtag, and that's about all I got for that. I don't think I got much else on that story. What do you reckon?
No, I don't think so. Next one's
You
pretty
don't think I've got
exciting.
much else on it either?
Very exciting EV.
Electric cars. You're excited for electric cars?
This one specifically. The reborn AC Cobra gains an EV range topper with 617 brake horsepower and 738 pound-foot of torque, which is a lot for such a tiny little car.
Okay.
But it probably weighs a ton now because it's got electric and batteries. And
That is a good thing. What does it tip the scale? It says what it weighs in, doesn't it?
1,190 kg. There you go. It's only 40 kilograms more than the original V8 powered one. The AC Cobra 427.
I'm actually surprised at that.
Mm.
It's
enough. It's large enough for 200 miles of range. You might know the. It's 321.86 kilometers.
Can you give us a few more decimal points? I'm joking. No, don't do it. Don't.
321.869 kilometers.
40 kilos more. Is that all it was? 40 kilos more. I was surprised at that because the batteries are so heavy.
Mm. But it is only a 54 kilowatt hour battery.
Which is like you said,
it's only
200
small.
miles.
So
So it's not. Okay, because we're talking some
You're
of
not
the
gonna get
EVs
Tesla
out there are
range.
getting Tesla, getting 600 miles and 400 plus miles.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right, but 617 horsepower is massive, right?
Yeah.
60 miles per hour in 3.8 seconds.
You're going to pick one up?
Well, no, I doubt I could afford one.
Price is starting at £168,000 before taxes.
It's in pounds, so Chris Young's getting one. Just because it's in pounds. Not because he can afford it, but because it's in pounds, he has to have one. Anthony Bellini is here. G'day, mate.
G'day. In addition to the
no
two...
More's here. Was he here earlier?
No More's here. Better go start work at 1. Jeez.
Gee, you better go and have a kip, mate.
Mm. In addition to the two electric powertrain options, the Cobra can be specified with a 2.3 litre Ford. One moment. A 2.3 litre Ford
EcoBoost
engine or a 580 horsepower 6.2 litre V8 from Chev.
Are they doing the EcoBoost, isn't it? Really?
Yep.
They are too.
It sits atop an original style ladder chassis but brings more modern components including servo assisted brakes, a limited slip differential and multi-link suspension.
What do you think?
Pretty cool.
You like it?
Mm. Oh, I think they're a cool looking car. So.
Well, they are. Yeah. It's not bad. Not bad.
Mixmaster Mark says that's fast would sound...
Yes, it would sound... Hang on. It would sound like... That's it. Hang on. Tyler's got the sound. Here is the sound of it running down the road.
I haven't got the sound yet. Hang on.
Have you got it? Have you actually got the sound of it running down the road? I think you do. Let's hear it. That's what
Zig
it sounds
says
like.
just what you need to go to the shops.
You won't fit much in the way of groceries in there. All right, we've done it now. We've cracked the EV.
Skid Pig says, should have called it the AC/DC Cobra.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, well done. That is funny. All right, we've cracked it. We've cracked it now. We've cracked the electric car stories.
Mm-hmm.
We're into them.
Chris Young says, haha, my Sal just asked if anyone had dropped an EcoBoost yet.
Yes. Tyler's straight onto it. So.
The electric car boom is about to get even hotter. Are they all on fire? That's not good. No, that's not the story. I hope. 2020 has been an absurd year in many ways, but some sectors are thriving in a chaotic market as billionaire investors, institutions, and especially the Robin Hood crowd are rushing to park their money in the industries of the future, says Yahoo Finance. One of the biggest beneficiaries of this massive capital shift has been electric vehicle companies. EV makers such as Tesla, NIO, and newcomer Lee Automobile have seen their share prices explode by 409% 1,158%. Jeez, I wish I bought into that one. And 84% respectively since January.
84%. That was a pretty shit job from Lee Automobile, wasn't it? But Neo, 1,158% increase in share price.
Mm.
Really?
Yep.
Damn. Who would have thought that, when we started this however long ago and started talking electric cars, that we actually should have invested in them?
Mm.
I guess we probably should have thought that.
It started at about $4 at the start of the year, and they were about $55 at the 23rd of November.
Wow. Triple-digit returns. There you go. If that wasn't spectacular enough, many analysts expect even more upside for electric vehicle makers as the industry readies for a Herculean effort to deliver many millions of brand new electric cars. So even though they've grown over 1,000% in shares, they're saying that this is a market that is going to increase. And then you're going to see here a year later that we're going to sit here and talk again about the share price and how, why didn't we invest when we said this back in December in 2020 that people should be getting into it. And it's probably because we didn't have any money. But if we had money, we would be investing in electric cars and sitting here a year later going, look at us, we've made money. But you'll probably be sitting here with us as well saying we all should have done that because that's just how we do things, right? There you go. But
if you had bought Tesla shares at the end of August in 2019 for $43, they're now worth $604.
Shit, that's a lot of increase. That's insane. What is going to change though is at the moment it's quite expensive to get into an electric car, right? I guess you could buy a Leaf or something. It's probably your cheap end of the market.
Yeah.
To get into a Tesla or whatever, you're paying a few bucks.
Yeah, you're looking at 50, 60 grand.
Yep, base model. Now, if you're not keen to fork out that sort of money, there is going to be something coming for people in the near future, and it is subscription based.
There you go.
Yep. So something that
the BAS, batteries as a service.
Batteries as a service, is that what they're calling it?
Yep.
Hey, there you go. So something that will happen will be, and a lot of things are running this way now, that you pay a monthly fee and it gets you into whatever. Now you might have the base model that gets you the Leaf. You pay a bit more in the monthly fee, and that gets you the Model S, whatever, Model 3. You're going to have these tiers, but you can get in and have a monthly subscription and get in an entry level and then tier up. That's going to make it a lot more affordable for people to get into electric cars, which means that the electric cars are going to sell more again.
Yeah.
Yeah? In a way, it makes it affordable for everyone. You don't have to outlay. It might be, I don't know, a couple of $100 a month, whatever it might be.
The battery of, you can lease the battery of your vehicle and save as much as $10,000 on the price of a new vehicle.
There you go. So talking about leasing the battery. So many options here. So we are all going to sit here in a year's time and remember this night of the time that we talked about the share prices and how much we could have made already. And then in a year's time, we'll talk about how much we could have made again, and still none of us have done it. Because that's usually the way things go, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
So, is there something there? What's that? Grab that. Is that? Oh, look at that. Drink Fairy, Magic Drink Fairies. There you go. You got anything else on that story, mate? We haven't got much in the way of stories left. We're nearly there. We're nearly at quiz time.
We certainly are. 2 left.
There you go. Go buy some shares in electric vehicles
Anthony
and be the
Bellini.
one that sits here in a year's time going, oh, remember that, guys? I bought some and my shares have gone up this much. And why didn't you buy any? Because you told me to.
Anthony Bellini says, have you guys seen the Mustang Mach-E? We have. We talked about it a couple of times previously on the show.
Haven't
seen much of it recently, though.
We haven't seen one in person or anything.
No. Well, we've seen it on the news.
Yeah.
Online. Mad Dad says, Aussies, she be right, mate, one day.
Beck says she's already thrown us a 50 tonight. Go
Throw
buy
that in
some
the
shares.
Shane Kane says we have no money for shares because we purchase petrol cars.
That's true. Well, she's right. The share price was, what, $40-something? So that $50 could buy you one share.
Yeah.
Which would now be $600. Yeah?
Not that one. If we buy a share in Neo at $44, they're on a decline at the moment, though.
Oh,
going down 5%.
Now, well, it goes up and down. It's the market.
Yeah, at 9 a.m. they opened at 47 and they closed today at 44.
Aaron says, if Queensland Raceway had an electric night like diesel night, who would go? Probably not a lot at the moment.
No.
But when we were at Lakeside, there was 2 Teslas there.
There was.
And I didn't get to see them run.
I did.
What did you think?
Yeah, pretty quick. The Model X was actually really fast.
Yeah.
It's pretty impressive.
I see one of them put it in the dirt.
I don't know. It was covered in dirt. So.
I'm sure one of them went off track at some point. There you go. Brad knows where it's at. There you go. All right, we'll move on. Not much in the way of stories left now before the quiz time.
QuantumScape is building a better electric car battery that it says charges to 80% in 15 minutes.
Now, this could be a game changer as well.
This is a Volkswagen-backed company. They're building a solid-state lithium metal battery for electric vehicles that it says will be safer and better than the cells on the market today. In extensive testing, they've found that its batteries should allow a car to charge to 80% of its full capacity in about 15 minutes. And QuantumScape's board includes ex-Tesla CTO JB Straubel and SolarCity's CFO Brad Buss, alongside Volkswagen execs Jürgen Leohold and Frank Blome, among others.
This is a big call.
Mm.
This could really open it up. 15 minutes. This is nearly like going and fueling up your car.
Is they're up 30%?
They're up 30%.
Yep.
Checking their share prices out. What is it? QuantumScape?
Yep. $75 a share at the moment.
There you go. Where did they start?
Good question.
Oh.
Let's have a look a year ago. 1 year ago, they were worth $4.50 in August.
This shit's going up.
That was August this year.
Oh, what?
Yeah. Yeah, Friday, 14th of August, when they became public, they were $4.40, and now they're worth $75 in December.
In 4 months. Wow. That's a big increase in 4 months. That's crazy.
The Hoff says, my cousin has a P100D. He takes me for a drive and I have to pretend I'm bored, but damn, that shit is quick to 100 from a dig.
There you go.
Watsy says, the solid state silicon batteries sound cool. Same stuff, essentially.
That's what we're talking about here.
Anthony Bellini says, no, I'm getting one and telling you right now and working at the GM plant. We're building the Hummer. No way.
What? Really? This is impressive, though.
What's he says? Rotary making a comeback as a hydrogen range extender. Anthony Bellini says, I'm looking at one right now.
That's crazy. What else is crazy is that a battery could be charged in an electric vehicle in 15 minutes to 80%.
Yeah, that is very good.
So, and if you've got a 400-mile range battery and you can charge it up in 15 minutes, you're travelling all over Australia, no worries at all.
Yeah. Yeah, you do.
You wouldn't be worried at 15 minutes.
You do your 550 Ks and you have a 15-minute stop.
I wouldn't be worried at a 15-minute stop.
No.
I'd be, you pull up for 15 minutes, grab a coffee, whatever. By the time you go in, grab yourself a coffee and a couple of, I don't know, Chico rolls. You're all good to go, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not bad. Not bad. I think that you're talking share price. That's probably going to go even more. So, there you go.
Very cool.
That's the end of our electric talk off. We're done now. We're done with electrics.
So it was on topic at the time.
We're done with electrics. What else have we got? We're broken everything. Dead batteries, free of charge.
This is
there
from
you
the
go.
police.
The police. The police have sent us a message.
Mm-hmm.
Queensland Police have sent us a message and they said, Tyler, stop being a dick.
They said about you.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You were the one that tells me that. Don't do skids on the street, Dad. You're being a dick.
Mm-hmm.
Is that how it goes?
Yep.
Don't clutch kick my skyline.
Exactly.
Something like that?
Yes.
Is that how it
Don't
goes?
do that.
And you haven't got me back because you haven't got to drive the yet.
Yeah, well, I can't clutch kick it now.
Well, you can.
It's not going to do anything.
There's a clutch in there.
I can just kick the clutch.
You can kick it. You'll hurt your toe. There you go. But no, the police have sent us a message. And
The police would like your help to prevent crime in your neighbourhood. There have been recent reports of vehicles being broken into and property stolen. In an effort to deter and detect criminal behaviour, we are appealing for the public to remain vigilant and report anything suspicious. Between December 1 and December 9, there were 30 unlawful entry to vehicle offences reported in the Centenary District. 15 of those vehicles were reportedly left unlocked, allowing the offenders easy access to the belongings inside. Majority of these crimes are opportunistic, and most offenders will roam from vehicle to vehicle until they find an unlocked car. We want to make sure that this doesn't happen to you. So here are some tips to ensure that your vehicles and personal belongings are safe and secure. The top 10 tips. Number 1, always lock your vehicle, including the boot and sunroof, and remember to close the windows. Number 2, remove or place out of sight all valuables and personal documents when leaving your car unattended. Number 3, park your vehicle in a well-lit and highly visible area. Number 4, do not keep your spare key inside the vehicle. If a keyless entry fob is kept near or within a vehicle, it can actually unlock your vehicle.
Of course it will.
Number 5, don't leave vehicle keys lying around on tables, bedside tables, or key hooks. Keep them out of sight. Put them in a cupboard or something like that.
Where do you put your keys?
I'm not telling you. Number 6.
Say on the internet? You don't want to.
No. When parking in a garage, ensure both the garage... Actually, the good thing is... No one's ever going to find my keys because I never know where they are. Question number 6. When parking in a garage, ensure both the garage and vehicle are locked and the garage door remotes are secured. Number 7. Secure your vehicle's registration plates affixed with one-way screws. Go to any local police station. They will generally help you out. Consider using a car alarm, GPS tracker, or a mobilizer. Number 9, use lockable devices such as lockable fuel caps, spare tyre covers, roof racks. Number 10, do not mark your keys with personal or vehicle details.
There you go. Hoff says, can't believe this list exists. And Hoff is doing free lock installations at Cleveland Exhaust. You can get these if you pop up there. He'll install this for you free of charge.
What was the one you said about that you read on Facebook that was like what the manual used to say versus what now it says? Car manual? I don't remember what it is.
Well, back in the day, a car manual used to tell you how to set the points in your vehicle. Do you know what a set of points are?
No.
That's what I'm getting at. So back in the day, a car manual would explain on how to set your points, but nowadays it tells you not to drink the battery acid. So there you go. That's the difference in from back in the day to today.
Hoff says, breathe in, now breathe out. Breathe in, now breathe out.
Plenty of people are coming down to get one of these beautiful car locks installed. If you could do that. There you go.
Scotty S says, rarely lock my vehicle. I just leave the dog in it.
That'll work. I just read Zig's comment.
Brad says, damn, I don't even leave the Mirage unlocked at home.
No. You wouldn't, Tyler, would you? Coomera.
Oh, it's always locked.
That's like the Kumba. Zig says he keeps the keys hanging off his Prince Albert. You know what one of those are?
Yes. Don't need to explain that one.
What he says there was a better list, but it was stolen. Oh, well done. You win the internet. Well done, Watsy. All right. It is quiz time.
Certainly is.
We've made it there. We have done. Whoa. Where's the quiz dance, Tyler?
Yes. Scotty S says Ethel will install it. He's got the pickaxe on hand.
Yes. Good stuff. Pop down there. See the guys at Cleveland Exhaust. They will, free of charge, install that for you. Keys optional. Quiz time.
Mm-hmm.
Quiz time. Here we are. We've got someone there. I can hear someone in the background.
They don't hear us yet. Hello, James. No, that's not working. Okay. Is that working? Hello, James.
Hello, guys. How you going?
Hey,
Very
mate.
well.
How are you?
Yeah, pretty good, fellas. Yourself?
Oh, mate, I'm going good. I'm having
Very
a good
well.
night. I'm pretty happy.
Yes, you are pretty happy, Dave.
Usual. I don't have my scorecard. Is that what Tyler's looking for? Yeah. Ah, Tyler's onto it. So, I don't have my scorecard. I've got a pen, Tyler. I'm halfway there.
Yeah.
I am.
Congratulations on the shed too, Dave.
It's looking good, isn't it? It's looking good. I've got to. We've now got to change the colour of the house to match the shed. Blend it in a little. It was.
Okay.
It's been a tough battle to get it to where it has. It's taken some time, as I guess you guys know. We've
Oh yeah.
This has been going on for what? Since July. I think.
It's not too bad.
Yeah, I think have we got Scotty there as well now?
Stop it.
With Scotty in the background. Hello, Scotty.
Hello, Scotty.
I can hear him.
He's in the chat. He was there a minute ago.
No, maybe not yet.
Am I in here, boys?
Oh, he's there.
There we go.
Hello.
Hello.
G'day, mate. How are you?
Hey.
Well, we were just talking.
It's playing. The new phone's playing up.
Oh, true. We were just talking sheds. We are no strangers to problems with internet and streaming. That is for sure. We know exactly how that does. But yeah, the shed. Honestly, July? I think we started that. So it's been a process to get it to where it is now. But once it started happening, it happened pretty quick. And the shed company on the Gold Coast, I'm going to talk to them a bit more, but they talked about possibly even offering out some sort of. I was talking to him the owner popped around the other day of shed company, and I was chatting to him, and he's like, "Oh, I could offer something out to anyone that's watching on your YouTube thing, and do a special discount for them."
There you go.
So I've got to push him a bit harder on that and find out what he's going to offer. And he said he'll travel anywhere.
There you go.
He's like, "Oh, we travel anywhere. We'll go anywhere in Australia. I'll just send the guys out." So.
Oh well, interesting.
Man, that sounds like competition.
It is for you, Scotty. It is, but now I've got to match the house colouring to the shed, and it's expensive. I got someone around today just to look at the tiled roof and change that to monument, because that's the colour of the shed is monument, and they want $5,000.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. And I was like, whoa, that's not what I expected. Like, all your signs say roof restorations from $2,500. I know it was from, but I didn't expect double.
Could you replace the roof for that much?
I know. So
I'll do it in colour wide for that. No, probably not that much, but yeah, not much more.
Yeah, I'd be better off with bloody colour bond. It's expensive, so we'll see how we go. And I got another quote coming on Monday, so hopefully it's a bit better.
Adam Geary says spray paint it.
Well, essentially what they do. Essentially, it's what they do. So, 3 days, I think he said he'd have it all done. But
Brad
it's
says-
not a big roof. It's only a 3-bedroom house converted into a 4-bedroom house. It's not massive, right?
Mm.
The shed's nearly as big as the house.
Yeah. Brad says, just noticed Kickflip Dave has returned.
I'm back. I am back.
John Beard says, get a car lift.
We can fit more in.
Just beam me up, Scotty.
So, but yeah, we've got to get there. Look, at the moment, it's we've still got a couple of walls missing, so we haven't got the whole shed on. It doesn't have all the walls. It's only 50% there. But luckily, the neighbours have said, please close that in. So we'll look after the neighbours. It's nothing to do with how close we were to the boundary or anything like that. But we'll look after them.
You've got to take care of your neighbours.
We're just doing it for the neighbours because they went, why the hell is that so close? We know how loud your cars are. And they're a bit concerned about me leaving at 5 o'clock in the morning on Sundays in my car.
What? Well, hang on, that's their problem, not yours.
They did say, why wouldn't you come and tell us before you built that? And I thought, I didn't say it, but I thought because it wouldn't have made any fucking difference. I still would have built it. That's exactly why I didn't bother saying anything, because it would still happen. But as you said, Brad, it is a damn fine carport. So anyway, we do have to do a quiz. Tyler's already played the music.
Yep. But, James, your buzzer.
James.
And Scotty.
Scotty.
Perfect. Well done. And we
Guys
have
are on fire.
no Marf questions tonight. I wrote these questions. So good luck.
Oh, Jesus.
And we haven't seen Marf in chat either.
Yeah, Marf's here.
He's here?
Yeah.
Was he there earlier?
He was here.
Oh, I missed it.
Yeah.
G'day,
I
Marf.
shouted him out too. You're not paying much attention tonight.
No, I was somewhere else.
Off with the fairies. Off with the fat pixies.
That could be it.
Fat pixies.
Question number 1. Which car company makes the following models? The Panda, Brava, and the Argo.
James. Fiat.
Well done.
I don't think I've heard of any of them.
Question number 2. Which car companies make the following models? The Twingo, the Scenic, and the Escape.
James. Ford.
No.
Oh, that was my thought too. No idea. Points go begging.
It was a Renault.
Oh,
these two.
There you
European
go.
crap.
Escape.
We've
I would have
talked
went
about
for
the-
Ford for the Escape. It would have been my guess.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Question number 3. The N4 is a national primary road in which country? A, Ireland, B, United Kingdoms, or C, Sweden?
Scott. Sweden.
Incorrect. James.
I'll go B, thanks, Tyler.
B?
Yep.
Incorrect. It was Ireland.
Ireland's part of the United Kingdom.
Is it? I don't know. I just put UK. I wrote my own answers here.
Right. Now we get it.
That's why I went for Sweden.
Whoops. Tyler. Geez. Quizmaster Tyler.
It's all good.
Okay. Northern Ireland is a part of the UK. Ireland is their own thing.
There you go.
Oh, fair enough.
The
My
Quizmaster says
brother-in-law's
that's how
gonna
it
kill
is.
me because he's Irish. So.
Yeah. Chris Young says not UK.
There you
in
go.
the chat.
There you go.
There you
It's
go.
come from the
Chris is
UK.
right.
We've got the scores at 1-0.
And he says no, Ireland is not UK.
There you go. James, it's in your favour, 1-0.
Question number 4. The headquarters of Fiat are in which Italian city? A, Milan, B, Turin, or C, Florence?
James. A.
Incorrect. Scotty?
I'll go with Florence.
Incorrect. It was Turin.
Oh, Turin's part of Florence. No, it's not.
It's in the same country.
Listen, it's in Europe somewhere. That's the main thing.
Points go begging. Points go begging. We're still 1-0.
5. Question number 5. Lada is a marquee of a car manufactured by which country? A. Poland. Scott.
Russia.
Well done.
1-1.
Question number 6. Motor City is the nickname for which American city?
James.
James.
Detroit.
You got me.
Well done.
He was quick. He was quick. And Tyler said to me, "Do I need a?" He asked me that question. He said, "Do I need multiple choice for that one?" I said, "I don't think so."
I had it just in
I
case.
knew that one. I knew that one. 2-1. 2-1 to you, James.
Question number 7. When was the Holden Commodore first manufactured?
Scott. 1978.
Well done. I'm glad I didn't read that out because I had A, C, and D, not A, B, and C.
Forgot his alphabet, but it is 2-2. 2-2.
Question number 8. In the recent video, what time did Dave get for his first pass out at Willowbrook? James?
Scott.
His first pass was a 7.85.
That's correct.
You're right.
Oh, well done.
Question number 9. What was the 60 foot of that run?
James.
1.7.
That is correct.
Oh,
He's good.
Question number 10. What was the quickest time that Dave got over the weekend? James.
7.787 at 91.84 mile an hour.
That's correct.
Pretty sure he's got this written down.
He's done his research.
But so have I, so don't worry, James.
It's all right, Scotty. It's fine, mate. We're here to have fun.
Well done, guys. Well done. That was
The Hoff
excellent.
says 15.5.
It was. We have done a few of those before. That was awesome. Well, I got 5-2. 5-2 in the end. Well done. What a comeback. He loves the video
On you,
questions.
James.
Well
Thanks
done,
again,
James.
Scotty. It's always a pleasure, mate. It's always a pleasure.
Mate. It's all about the fun, and everyone should get on the quiz.
You've got to have a go. You got to have a go. I see. I did see Chris is in there trying to get in.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we've had Chris on before.
We have not.
We've not had Chris on before, so make sure you're in there again, Chris. Your name will come up. It's just a matter of the spin. But if you want to get on the quiz, you've just got to jump on Discord. If you're not in Discord, it's not hard. It's just a chat program, and it doesn't cost anything. You just, I don't know, throw your email in. I don't even remember how I signed up to it.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah, it's
Email
pretty much
address.
your email.
Way you go, fellas.
Yeah. And then it's just a chat thing. So, and you can go in there and enter the giveaway channel. You can ask questions. You can give us shit, whatever you want to do. All of that happens in Discord, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much.
Plenty of banter. Lindsay,
That's all it is,
we've got
isn't it?
Lindsay there. Lindsay's in the chat. Marf's in the chat. Those guys, argue away, and then we just let them go now.
Do they what? It's fantastic sometimes.
You just let them go. They'll work it out. Don't get involved. Just let them go.
That's it.
We're all big boys. We can handle it. So go in there, have some fun, have some banter, and share whatever you want in there as well.
Mm-hmm.
But also the giveaway, and you just got to click the emoji.
Yeah.
That's all you got to do. Tyler's already got it up there.
Mm-hmm.
So if anyone wants to enter.
There is a rules channel. So just give a read of that if you're unsure of anything.
Yep.
It's basically just pretty standard. I don't think anyone's ever actually broken the rules. So.
I don't think I've ever read it.
I don't think I've read the rules yet.
Is there rules?
Basically, the number one rule is just be respectful. That's basically it.
Don't be a dick.
Pretty much. Dodgy Brothers says, haven't seen the video yet, but did Dave run a new PB? He certainly did.
Yes.
Certainly did.
Yeah, and I think it's. I think I'll get a few more yet. I don't.
Of course they were all PBs, weren't they?
They were all weekend. That's
Nice.
all it was. And I don't think I got to the car's capability yet either. So
It was all about the auto, Tyler.
I'm looking
all
at,
about the auto.
yeah, saw a few 2JZs with A340s for sale, and
Oh, there we go.
That'd go well in an R33.
Yep. Nice and quick.
we'll do something similar to the VL, and then you won't.
And
take me down at all.
reliable.
I want to get the Ute on the quarter. I definitely want to get the Ute on the quarter. Tyler will probably have a crack at the quarter if we get up there and do that. There is, I think, the last.
But he'll go well on the quarter, Dave.
Yeah, well, the last meet of the year for the quarter mile test and tune is this weekend, the 12th. But we won't get to that one. I wanted to, but we've got our Binder Christmas party, and I don't want to go through the day. Like, it's just too hot at the moment. I want to do a night run as it cools down, and give it its best chance to get its best time. So I had a bit of a look. They put up the calendar for next year. I think we're looking towards the end of January before we get our first test and tune, and then there's no test and tunes for February.
Wow. Is this at Willowbank?
Oh, okay. That's at Willowbank, yeah.
I know we're heading out to Warwick for their first test and tune. As I've been told, I've got to drive a car.
You'll be out there having a crack?
Yep.
Mirage for the win there, Tyler?
I'm going to go and drive slow JZ, I think is the number plates. I think. Steady Fab's car. He wants me to have a go.
Learn what a fast
it's
auto's
addictive,
like.
don't you, Tyler?
Yeah. He wants me to know what a fast car with an auto feels like.
How cool is that? You're going to remember people will do that for us and say, go and have a run in our car.
Well, the guy with the Centura, Dave, threw the keys to yours and said, Dave, go have fun. Yeah, just keep going. Just keep going. And that got you.
Greg was amazing. Because
Cost you a lot of money, didn't that, Dave?
Oh, it did, because I got the bug from it. But Greg was amazing. What is it? Sorry, I've forgotten the Up 17 garage.
Yeah.
Up 17 garage, Greg McMahon and the boys out there. But he's got a couple of sons, Greg, and the Centura is the family car that, his wife Chrissy, Joel, James, they all race it. And that's what he said. No, just take it. That's the community car.
Yeah.
Go out and have a run. 9-second quarter mile car. Go and race it and have a go. And I'm like, you sure? Like, I've only been drag racing for 2 hours. And he's like, you'll be right.
Of course, it was even great when you went the one neutral shift. That was the best.
Yes, straight on the limiter. Bang, bang, bang.
Right.
The boys on the start line said, geez, you'll be awake now.
Yes. It was fun. Overtaking Lane, street tyre or radial? Well, it's all been street tyre so far.
It's a 140 treadwear now, isn't it? The new one?
No, 185.
185. Oh, there you go.
185 treadwear. I'm tempted to get some slicks and throw on there.
Yeah, do it.
That's probably where we should head with it and see what we get with a set of slicks.
It's the best fun.
Yeah.
It is the biggest change you'll ever make. Aside from manual or auto.
Yeah. Look, if we get a good takeoff on a set of radials, you're going to get a good time, but you've got to have a good prep track as well. And if you're not doing a Kenda or something, or out at Warwick, you're not going to get a good prep track.
Yeah.
So,
jumping onto slicks is just awesome.
Chris Young said, did we finish the quiz? Yeah, the quiz, we're done.
Mm-hmm.
James won. Get in again, Chris. You might get in soon. We saw you were entered. Greg is a bloody legend, says Brad.
Aaron says radial.
Sal's going to have a go in the Ute. Sally is going to have a go in the Ute. So that's
fantastic.
Do you guys want to see that on video?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Of course.
Yep. All right. Well, because we're pretty sure that at Warwick, I don't know if Matty Jungabunga's still here, but I'm pretty sure at Warwick I can go out in the Ute as well as a passenger.
Mm-hmm.
So
believe so.
Depends how quick we go, but
yeah, I think there's a certain cutoff.
I've
talked to Matty about it.
Yeah, but we should be right to go. There's a little bit more room to move out of Warwick than some others. So, if not, she'll be right on her own anyway.
Mhm.
It's not that hard. I'm sure she'll work it out.
Dodgy Brothers says then next week, see Dave blew up the diff.
That's probably going to happen at some point. But
Not in a hurry.
luckily, I've got the boys up at Armstrong Automotive because they really looked after me. They did. But
for sure, Dave.
You know, and they helped out. Like, they didn't charge me any labour or anything. Rob was amazing. And I never would have went down the route of the Turbo 400 if they hadn't looked after me like that, because I couldn't afford it. But it was just such a good deal. I had to do it. And but even working it out with all the labour and everything, they are so much cheaper than you're going to go anywhere else. And that's with a pretty bloody solid built box out of Craig's in Sydney. So if anyone's thinking of doing it, then you've got to go there, because when I was doing it, people are saying, "Oh, you're not going to get change out of 14 grand to do that conversion." And I can tell you, you can go to Armstrong Automotive without any discount, and you will get a lot of change out of 14 grand. You will get a lot of change. You will get a lot of change out of 10. So, go up there and see Rob. So, he looks after people. So, and
don't rely on TNT.
No, Toll was the killer. But
Toll, yeah, same thing.
Apparently, they'd gone to Toll because TNT was worse. So,
yeah, that's right.
Jesus. Yeah. I'd hate to see what TNT would do to the box.
If you can't even get it, yeah, that's right. And the one before it, they sent to High Talk. He was telling me that they'd sent one to High Talk, was worth $10,000, and they dropped it and smashed it and would not cover it. So, and at the moment, Craig's are still out of pocket. So they're building a new box for Travis that gave me his box. They got to replace that box for him, which was, the deal. But yeah.
And Toll still haven't come good.
No, not yet.
Wow.
Yeah, and look, I'm the lucky one out of this because I've got my gearbox and I'm done.
Yeah.
Like if it hadn't have been for Travis and the guys up at PJR as well giving me their box, I'd still just have nothing. So, bloody lucky.
Brad says next time I'll have to go pick it up for you, Dave.
Yes.
But I'm guessing, Dave, that's what happens when you meet the right people that are willing to help you out no matter what.
Yeah, you are right. And it just, it is there in the car community. And a lot of people I see on Facebook and that will bag out the car scene and say, oh, it's toxic and all the rest of it. Only if you let it be, I think.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
If the drag racing scene is one of the bunch of nicest people I've ever come across.
100%. Yep, 100%. And they will be competitive when they're on the track, but you'll get to the other end and they'll be like, oh, well, do you need that? They'll help you out with parts, with whatever.
Well, day 2 of the Addictive Events video afterwards with the whole Matty Junga Bunga lookalike competitions in to go by, it's a fantastic environment.
that was funny as. And those events are just so much fun. Look, the Street Machine Drag Challenge was exceptional. And that's sort of like next level. Like you want to get in and it's a real hard challenge and you've got to be on your game to be able to get through an event like that. You've got to have a good car. There is some cut-offs. I think you've got to run a 13-second quarter or better.
For Street Machine?
Yeah.
12.90, I think.
You got to be able to run a 12.90. So, there's a cut-off. There's a tough thing. Road Trip Drag Challenge is a different event. Now, that is the same sort of thing, but it's very much more social. There was a Barina. There was a guy who ran a Holden Barina, street car, P-plates. And he had the most fun. And I think he got the bug running his
Slightly
Barina.
worse than the Mirage.
Yeah, so still had his P-plates on. Had the best time. And so you can run anything at that one is different. You're not doing this, the challenge isn't as challenging. You've still got to drive between tracks. You can't trailer it, but you can have support vehicles. You can have your camping gear in another vehicle. Street Machine, you can't do that. Street Machine is a lot tougher. But Road Trip, anyone can do Road Trip. And I would say, just do it. just have a go. Like, you go along, and the Saturday night, they put on 2 pallets of beer.
And a
Only
big feast.
2.
Only 2, yeah. We
two
didn't get
pallets.
through it all. I'm actually still drinking Great Northerns from road trip.
I think they still had the back of a V ute full.
Yeah, and then like, take some beers home, boys, because we've still got heaps here. So I still haven't got through all of them. But
I hope they're full
food.
strength, not mid strength.
No, they were mid. Sorry,
Oh,
but but the food as well.
You're better off with pineapple juice.
Go the Fat Pixies. But the food as well was exceptional. Like, they put on a big feed, and it was steak and burgers and sausages and schnitzels and salads, and yeah, it was a really good event. So, and I'm sure you guys all know that because we put about 6 videos out there on it.
Oh yeah.
Is everyone sick of road trip now? Can we move on to something else? It was
Never.
We'll do Street Machine Drag Challenge and show some of that, but we obviously didn't go in that. Here's Rob Armstrong there in the chat. He is so busy up there at the moment, but I can tell you, if you pop in and see him and say, Dave told me I should come up here, he's going to look after you. So, and it's a drive for me. Like, don't think that, it's easy for me just to pop around and see Rob. I'm driving from the Gold Coast up to Clontarf, and I won't drive anywhere else. Like, because I know not only do I get the great service and the great pricing, but it's the best. Like, they're just not going to get it anywhere better.
Well, even on the video you were showing us when you were getting the gearbox done, like, how many other cars was he trying to do? And he's trying to do yours as well. So that's a really solid environment. He's doing his own cars and others. Like, where else would you go?
And not only that, Rob's just the nicest guy to deal with. Like, seriously, like, I was freaking out, like, through that whole process with everything going on. I was freaking out. Like, you know, my gearboxes are turning up this, and he's just like, no, it'll be right, Dave. Like, we'll get it done. Just don't worry. Don't worry about it. And, you know, I guess he knew that I would have been stressing out and all the rest of it. And not only is he thinking about the car and what's got to do, he's thinking about me as well, just as a person. And because he knows I was new into this, and he's been there and done it a million times before.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, no, that's all good, Dave. We'll get it done. So, I can't recommend them highly enough to anyone. And if you got to drive 2-3 hours, whatever you got to do, you do it. You go there.
Yep.
So.
I know how long a drive it is, and you know that, Dave. I did it a few times just recently.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a big drive,
mate. But
it's a long way to go. There's plenty of places in between, and yeah, it speaks volumes of what Armstrong are like.
Yeah, and you know, it's not to say that I don't have good workshops and stuff around the corner from me that support me, guys like
That's the
PJR
point.
and stuff like that as well, that are great guys and do support us. But Rob's just, you know, he's a legend up there. So so you get up there and see those guys. Anyone out there in the chat, if you can get to Clontarf, that's where you go. So and that's whether you're doing your servicing, that's whether you need a new battery for your car. They do batteries and stuff like that. Of course, if you get a decent maintainer from Schumacher, you won't need a battery. But if you do, you'll go and see Rob. Trailers, he does it all. You know, roadworthy for trailers, all that sort of stuff. You name it, he does it. So that's where you go. I will, and then everyone will get sick of me plugging Armstrongs, but it's going to happen because they're legends. And they support us, and he's got it. And Sally's been out there slapping stickers on the back of all their trailers as well. I think actually Sally just gave them stickers, and they put them on the back of all their trailers up there because they're pretty awesome like that. So Overtaking Lane stickers on the back of all their trailers up there.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, we'll let you guys go. We've got to move on and end off the show.
Thanks again, guys. It's been a great show as always.
We'll see,
Take
James.
care,
We'll
Scotty.
see you again
Yeah.
next week, mate. You've gone through. I thought, oh, it could be a big challenge tonight. Scotty is a tough competitor.
Yeah. He is very tough.
Oh, but he couldn't get you on those video questions, mate. So well done, well done.
I just wasn't fast enough.
No, and I know you'll be back in there to have another crack. You'll jump back in and put your name down.
So, yeah.
So, well, the more the merrier. I can see Johnny Skinpig's already selected in there, so let's go.
We haven't
The more the
heard from
merrier,
Johnny
people.
for a while, so that'll be good. Awesome, guys. We'll let you jump back into the chat
All right,
and we'll
boys.
finish off the show.
No worries, guys.
Well,
Take care,
I'll
fellas. Take
see you
care.
soon.
Thank you. Yes,
Take
we will,
care,
Scotty.
boys.
It's
I'll
time
see you soon.
Yeah, we'll catch up, eh?
No worries.
Yeah,
mate.
yeah,
Catch you all
yeah.
later, man.
All right, see you guys.
No worries, boys.
All right, we're back to the what's on. It must be where we're at now, Tyler.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, says thanks, lads. Thanks, NIU. What's on? Friday, December 11th.
I'm glad you got it open.
Morayfield Shops Undercover Car Park, car meet / hang at Morayfield Road, Caboolture. 6 p.m. Project B, December cruise.
Where do you find what's on?
Overtakinglane.com.au/events.
Oh, that's a good spot.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
Project B's first meet from the BP. It just says BP. That's Stapleton. Corner of Pacific Highway and Stapleton. So Yatla BP, that one.
Mm.
There you go. Project B, December cruise. Meeting there at 8 p.m. Saturday, December 12. Cars Under the Stars at Coralbin, the Coralbin Valley, 12 p.m. till 7 p.m. 3 p.m. The Envious Burger Night, the Xmas special. If you take your car out to that one, do it up with something Christmassy.
Oh, that's this weekend. We'll miss that one.
The Burley Food Truck Feast, classic cars, street food, and live music at the Burley Town Tavern, 4 p.m. till 9 p.m. I think that's also the Burley Retro Cruise Night. Same thing.
Yes, I think you are correct.
Queensland Cruising are having a meet on at Sunshine Coast, 82 Penina Drive, Palmview, 6 p.m. till 8 p.m. on the Saturday also. On Sunday, December 13, Cars and Coffee, 186 crossed with Remedy Espresso at Remedy Espresso
But you didn't
Coffee.
say we're buying the car care Christmas drinks, is that?
7 a.m.
Oh, no, we can't share that.
7 a.m. till 9 a.m. The Bangin' Beans Family Day, Cars, Coffee and Crafts, 8 a.m. At 131 Rainbow Street in Sandgate. And 6 p.m. till 8 p.m. Yank Tanks at the Pimpama City Shopping Centre.
We haven't even seen the last Yank Tanks. Did you film that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you did?
Just not been released yet.
Oh, we'll just wait for that. Maybe we'll, you reckon we'll go and hang out at that one?
Possibly.
When was, have we, well, I don't know if we've ever been to a Yank Tanks. Not at Pimpama and not filmed.
No, I don't think so. Because the one we were going to, we actually filmed because I can't remember his name, but he brought out his V8 truck that does wheel stands.
Yep. No, I don't remember.
The 10-second truck.
Oh, the Nissan Atlas.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, yep. That was probably our first of our biggest videos.
Mm.
We got like 5,000 views because he didn't want to be on camera, and we said, "Oh man, we're lucky to get 200 views. Like nobody watches it. It's all good. Just have a chat to us." And then we got
think it was right about
5,000 views, like straight up.
I think it was right about the time when the Skid Factory gave us a shout out. And they finished the HJ.
It must have been, yes. And it went off. So, that's funny.
Chris Young says, if I come on, you're not to laugh at my accent.
Well, there's no guarantees there. But it depends. You probably laugh at ours every week. Although ours is normal. Yours is a bit weird, but is that how it works?
Pretty much.
Yeah. What other contents have we got? What other contents? What other comments have we got? Anything else we missed out on?
Some thanks in the chat.
It's another week down and dusted of the live show.
Mm-hmm.
Not too many left. As we said, next week is the last live show.
Stephen Lever's off to go to work. See you, Steve.
See you, Steve. Thanks for hanging around. Rust and Chrome Cruises. Don't forget to go up there and check that event out at Bracken Ridge Tavern on the 20th in the morning. Sunday morning, 20th. So we'll see you up there for that one. What else have we got to talk about before we wrap it up?
The raffle next week.
There's a raffle next week. You are right. That's what else we got to talk about. If you haven't got your tickets, very
G'day,
limited
Rob,
tickets
Custom
left.
Dream Industries.
G'day, mate. Very limited tickets left in that. There is. I don't even have the. Have you got the list of what's in it? It's like on the website.
I don't have it up at the moment. No.
Let me find that. There is a heap of binder products. There is drying towels, microfibers, different brushes.
I'm going to bring it up because you're a little slow.
Yeah, no. Because you're like, and I'm like, click. Where's my clicking? Where's my clicky mousy thing?
Binder Premium Car Shampoo, Binder Premium Wheel Cleaner, the Hydrophobic Wax, Premium Glass Cleaner, Overtaking Lane Large Drying Towel, a Wheel Brush, Tyre Brush, Wash Sponge, Microfiber Towels, and a 20-litre wash bucket.
There you go. All that.
One for $3 or 4 for $10.
By the time you add in postage, because a big bucket full of stuff, there's $200 worth of stuff there coming to you, including postage. So get in there and get your tickets. 4 for $10 is the way to go. There's a few left, so jump on it. Sally wants to fill out all those tickets tomorrow, so get on Tyler. Drop the link. Do you want to drop the link in the chat, Tyler?
I can.
Get on it.
James Baylor says, "So soft the towels, so bright the lights."
Yes, yeah, they are.
See you, Mad Dad?
I've cracked out a few of those towels now.
Rob just restored a stock VN V6.
Oh, really? V6? I'd like a VN V8. Not that I can afford it, but I'd go a V8 and VNs. I had a V6 when you were just born, actually, Tyler.
Yeah, don't remember it. So.
No. We owned a VN V6 when you were born.
I remember the HG, and that's about it.
Yeah, that was a little bit after so we would have had a HG and a VK by around that point.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. All right. I guess we need to wrap up the show and say goodbye to everyone because I'll just ramble.
Yep, you already are. Thanks, everyone, for watching. We'll see you in the next one.
All right, guys. Stay in the right lane. Thanks, everyone. We'll see you soon.
You can call me stupid. Yes, you can call me sheep. You can say I'm lazy. You can say I'm weak. You think that using her would get to me. And if you're right, then you're in trouble, D. 'Cause I won't break my arm. But when it comes to her